but it doesn't fit.
It should come with the phone, Josh.
Who came up with sold separately? That guy was a genius.
I wrote the 4th review I've ever written on an Amazon product.
I don't believe that. I think you get on there and buy stuff just so you can write reviews. That's what I do.
No, I've only written 4.
I think.
And by the way, they're rigged.
Bloviate about
because the most negative review I ever wrote, they never published.
Of course not.
Publish.
Yeah. So you write a review and then eyeball it to make sure that it gets published.
Damn right. I was so pissed.
Hey, Willie, can you give us a once-over? I need everyone to know that Velcro sucks.
You're an agitator.
Remember I told you I bought that light that clips on your baseball cap, so if you're doing a plumbing project or whatever, you can see.
Or if you're wandering around
I get
your
the
house.
thing and it's rechargeable. There's no cord with it. So now I've got to, again, go on this orifice search to figure out which one of these 5,000 different
now, there's
electronics.
a chance you threw that one away, though.
No.
It's probably in the box.
It says in letters that you need special glasses to read. Power cord not included.
I see.
But you can't blame us for questioning whether you've thrown things away or not because you've thrown things away.
Yeah, well, I think Willie's right. I think there may be a cord for this thing, but when I think I threw the box away, so
Yeah, absolutely.
So the cord's probably in there. So the new Apple cord's the same on both ends. Is that what you're telling me?
No, I'm not. I'm saying that the end that connects to your phone. So
is the zip? What's it called?
Everyone stop talking. So the original Apple cord was a USB cord that went into something that was not the Lightning. Then they changed it to still USB, but it connected to the Lightning, which was smaller.
Right.
So the thing that connects into your phone changed.
Right.
That was the first change a couple years ago.
I got that.
Now they're changing the other end that connects not to your phone.
And what's that thing called?
It's called a USB-C cable.
Jesus.
And if you get a new computer, the new computers don't have USB ports; they have USB-C ports.
Yeah,
so you got to get all new everything.
Essentially.
Okay, good. Just good to know.
Well, you got to stay up to date.
Why? Because they tell us to?
Some sort of responsibility upon the consumer to be able to be a part of this process.
I don't want to have to. This is like going
Chick,
to
I thought
a
you got one
restaurant
of
that
these
has
new
too big of a
phones.
menu. I don't want to work. It's too much work. I want to walk in and go on a cheeseburger. I don't want to have 3,000 things to choose from.
I don't remember going through this problem.
I was going to Chick has a new phone.
I thought I got a new block and it had a USB and the plug that goes into the phone is still a Lightning connection and the other end's a USB-C and I think I got a USB-C block with my phone. I think.
But you didn't get the charger.
That should be the way it is.
The block is the charger.
That is the charger.
And to be clear,
I think I did get the block.
if you have the old iPhone, you don't need. If you had the old iPhone, rather, you don't need to buy the new charger.
Oh, you don't?
You just need the cable.
Yes, the new charger can just be. It's a new accessory that they're going for. They give you the cable. You don't need it at all. If you have any Apple product ever,
too boring. Okay,
you can charge it.
Now it's too boring.
Yeah.
You were the
No, but see,
You started it.
but see, this is the one that charges it in 20 minutes. That's the difference.
great.
Well, no, otherwise you spend days and days and days waiting for it to get back up to 100.
Well, now they've got the,
I don't wait days. I put
don't
it
plug-
on the charger every night before I go to bed, and it's charged up.
I told you I can't charge it at night anymore.
Watch
Why?
me blow his
Because
mind right now.
you can't get to the plug anymore.
No, I don't even have to plug my phone in to charge it. I have what's called a MagSafe charger, and it clicks onto the back of my phone, and it charges the phone. I don't
Isn't
plug
that
anything
nice?
in.
How much reading did you have to do before you discovered that thing?
Hardly any. I can't read. You
Chick's
know
on
that.
top of this stuff.
Yeah, that's the thing. When you talk about cable TV, you're the one that...
No, I just seem on top of it because you're so completely out of it, you insane man, you.
It's like watching television these days. There are 10,000 television channels, and you always talk about these TV shows. Oh, don't you know that's on the Swath Box channel?
I love that Chick's on top of this stuff.
Oh, Swamp Box
Helps
is
me.
amazing. Did you say Swamp Box?
I said Swath Box.
That is
Swamp Box.
Trying to
so
get close to Twat Box, but I decided not to go with
Whoa!
It's redundant.
Now, what else would you swap?
Kind of a Machiavellian way to get there, but you
I'm
did.
just saying, the world's getting a little confusing, and I'm going to be the first one to acknowledge it. I'm sorry. You shouldn't have to read 50 pages just to plug your phone in. Okay. So I've got to go get what's it called, Lightning C now?
You have the Lightning C, and you
USB-C.
have everything
with your
you
phone.
need.
You have everything you need.
Okay, fine.
Let Willie handle this for you.
If you
please.
stop throwing stuff away, you'd be a lot better off.
I'm
trying to
clutching my
declutter.
neck gator like Gene Wilder clutching his blanket in the producers right now. I don't need to do that. Thank you.
Okay, well.
I don't like you standing over me.
Well, here's something that is not too complicated. You're not going to have a lot of questions about this. I'm talking about my buddy Steven Singer at Steven Singer Jewelers. That's right. You go to IHateStevenSinger.com because you want to be the guy that got Valentine's Day. You got that Valentine's Day box checked. Check that right off. We're done. Don't have to think about it. Don't have to worry about it. Steven Singer Jewelers. Steven's got something brand new. A lot of folks actually collect these. It's those roses, the ones that are dipped in 24 karat gold. A new one this year, the Twinkle Twinkle. It's, how do I describe it? Kind of a blue color covered in sparkles. And they say it mimics the stars in the sky. Isn't that cool? Anyways, the point is, you can get this baby and have it ready for Valentine's Day and not even have to worry about it anymore. It's Steven's brand new Twinkle Twinkle Rose, $79, and it's real 24 karat gold dip. And by the way, they've got a bunch of them starting at just $59. So check it out by going to IHateStevenSinger.com. Oh, don't forget bracelets, always a big plus. Earrings will do you just fine. Perhaps a necklace. Steven Singer's got everything, and he's got his famous guarantee, plus fast, free shipping. And if you get any order in before about 2 o'clock Eastern Time, it's out the door that day. So you can count on Steven Singer if you've got a birthday coming up, et cetera, for that special person. It's IHateStevenSinger.com. Tell them the Bob and Tom Show sent you. We're coming right back with following news and sports. Chick, go.
Super wild card weekend, what they're calling it now. I'll have, you know what?
What?
I'll give an unbelievable early look at the shoe-in today. You're not going to believe it. We'll talk with the grandma later, but I'm going to tell you what's going to happen this weekend. It's going to be amazing.
Cool. Well, you were 4-0 last week.
I was 4-0 before we went on break, and I expect nothing to change this weekend.
All right.
This is very exciting for members of the Morning Breath Club who have never heard the shoe-in of the week.
And also in sports, spam. Come on. There you
Okay. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
That's awful.
Awful entertaining.
Essential Morning Radio. This is Bob and Tom 24/7. 24/7.
Hey, Mark Allison with you on a Friday. That's right. It's January 8th, 2021. Glad you could join us here on Bob and Tom 24/7. Great show for you today. Buckle up. It's going to be a good one. I just said it's going to be a good one. Don't you believe me? Well, stick around. You'll find out. And if you want to watch the show, the Bob and Tom Show, now being streamed at this address, bobandtom.com/live. bobandtom.com/live, the new location of the Bob and Tom live video feed. Check it out today. It's free. You can watch the show as it happens at bobandtom.com/live. More of the Bob and Tom Show after this.
Hi, everybody. Christy Lee from the Navy Federal Credit Union Entertainment News Desk. The Elvis Presley birthday celebration at Graceland will still happen today, and it will stream online as usual. There just will be fewer people in person. Local officials in Memphis will mark Presley's 1935 birth with a proclamation and, of course, cake. Usually the event is free and open to the public, but this year it's ticketed with social distance protocols in place due to the pandemic. If you'd like, you can watch the event on Presley's official Facebook page. And it's new scientific research that may cause people to stop referring to identical twins as, well, identical. Scientists in Iceland have turned up evidence that identical twins are not exactly the same genetically. The study looked at DNA sequences from 387 pairs of identical twins, that is, those produced by a single fertilized egg, in case you forgot your biology. And the study shows the average set of identical twins have 5.2 early genetic differences, but about 15% of identical twin pairs have more genetic differences, and in some cases, as many as 100. Before now, the prevailing wisdom was that physical differences between identical twins were based on things like nutrition or lifestyle. Could be in the genes. And that's your news. I'm Christy Lee. More of the Bob and Tom Show on the way.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
My roommate's boyfriend is so loud when he finishes, he lets out like a Tarzan yell.
I wonder how loud she is. I hear her boyfriend's name is Tom.
You can see your son's face.
Yeah.
Which you can. All of our face.
I don't really yell when I'm done. I just go, I'm sorry, that never happened. That's the usual.
Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hey, everybody, this is Jimmy Pardo. You recognize my voice from the show and my face from television. You are listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
I left work early, drove right home. Didn't know you'd be here. Well, now that you are, there's only one thing I'd like you to do, my dear. Honey, pull up my skirt, undo my blouse, peel off my pantyhose. Baby, take off my bra and my spiked heels. Honey, take off all of my clothes. Take them all off, baby. Honey, pull down the shades, turn down the lights, lock up all of the doors. If I catch you wearing my clothes again, honey, I will file for divorce. Bob, that skirt doesn't even go with that blouse. Now put on this apron and go do the dishes.
All day, all night, all Bob and Tom.
6:20 at Q95. It's the Bob and Tom Show.
Christy Lee has the forecast.
Q95 Fox 59 weather brought to you by CarX. Cloudy today, windy, near steady temps, right around 34 degrees. Overcast overnight, down to 25. Partly cloudy 35 Saturday, partly cloudy 36 Sunday, 31 now.
So that means there'll be some sunshine.
Yeah, that's what it means.
Okay, that's
all right.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's always confused me. It's about time I brought
Partly
it.
cloudy, yeah. Partly sunny means there are more clouds than sun.
Well, that's a stupid way to do it. It's about time somebody acknowledged that. Not to mention Celsius.
I believe.
Don't want to hear that anymore. Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. It's going to be one of those days, I can tell.
What do you mean?
I can just tell. It's going to be one of those days.
Yeah, but Tom, listen to this music,
It's
man.
great, isn't it? Let's see. Now I look around the room and I see Ace Cosby, our engineer.
Hey.
They're very good. Chick McGee's getting ready to do a special edition of the Shoein' of the Week, early bird edition.
Super Wild Card Wild Weekend.
Okay,
Wild
special
weekend.
NFL picks show. There's Josh, there's Christy. Patty G is in the next room. Pat, I want to hear one of your songs again that I thought was so nice. I'd like to hear you do it again. I'll tell you what it is in a second.
That'd be nice.
There's Willie G right there. This is Tom speaking. Would you like a challenge, Pat?
Okay.
Real
Waking up
quick.
is a challenge.
Boy, waking up was a challenge.
Right? I almost did an extra 10 this morning.
Oh,
Yeah, exactly.
God.
God, me too. I hit the snooze button and then
why
got
do
up
mornings
anyway.
have to be so early?
Yeah, no joke. I'm
Well, they
with
don't
you,
have to
Chick.
be early.
Why can't we just start stuff at noon? Why don't we get together?
Okay. Pat, this is kind of an odd song idea. Okay, I'll just give you the story. You take it from there. Do you know what a pot-bellied pig is?
Yeah, George Clooney had one.
Yeah, of course.
You mean like a
they
pig,
were-
but with a pot belly?
Those little Vietnamese potbelly pigs,
Yeah.
they're
I
kinda
don't think.
like,
I don't know if we should label them or not.
well, that was the name of the animal.
Fat shaming.
I ain't trust
Oh,
those VC
jeez.
pigs.
Stop.
Dickie Dick and I had one of them potbelly pigs before.
Did
We
ya?
wouldn't be able to
Did you
be
say-
a Kong pig.
Did you say VC? Really?
We ain't gonna have
Charlie,
no-
are we going to go
we
with
ain't
all
gonna
these
have no
slang?
Charlie pig at our house. I'll tell you that.
Okay,
Here
Pat.
comes the black pajamas.
You couldn't
This
see
is
5 feet in front of your face.
They start tunneling under there.
this is an extremely confusing post from
Send me
the
the story.
Arizona Department of Public Safety. It involves the police having to rescue a pot-bellied pig. So I'll send it to you and just good luck with it.
From
Okay.
what? Where'd they rescue him?
Where'd they rescue him from?
He was abandoned, apparently.
Oh.
It's very confusing.
Poor guy.
It's a pig, okay?
but
Either
they-
live or die. All right. Good
my
luck
favorite
to
part
you.
of the story is the use of the word lasso. Which, I mean, I didn't realize that the police drove around with hey, you got the rope?
What rhymes with lasso?
And you know what? I don't think pigs are as smart as the pigs have told us they are.
Oh, really?
I think they've got a good PR department, and we're as smarter than dogs.
You're right.
It's pig propaganda.
That's pig Yes, Christy.
Yeah, you see pigs trying to bury Orwell books?
That's right. Yeah.
How smart can they be if
banning the Babe movie?
Excuse me. How smart can they be if Mushu pork is that delightful? Huh?
That's delicious.
Oh, they're more delicious than they are smart. Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, pork's what gives it the flavor. Yeah.
You ever had pork belly?
I have.
That's rather tasty, isn't it? The point is, it's time for sports. We'll go from pork to pigskin. That's right, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, very good.
The NFL. Wow. This is the first time we've ever done the shoe-in of the week, to my knowledge, this early.
Big time early edition shoe-in of the Super Wild Card Weekend. I've got possibly some heartbreaking news for Willie. I've got some heartbreaking news for me. But
if you take the Bills.
The Cleveland Browns have played. Let's not focus on that right now, Wilbur.
How many points are the Bills giving away?
The Bills are giving away 6.
Not enough.
Wow. At 2, Josh A.
The Cleveland. Well, in all fairness, though, the Bills might be. They certainly are the hottest, and they might be the best team in the AFC, even better than Kansas City. I know.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
When did we start letting honesty dominate the sports broadcast?
Yeah,
what
unfair. Need to say that.
What kind of stupid idea?
This broadcast is all emotion.
It is all emotion. That's why I have trouble sometimes. I'm a baby.
Wait a second. Willie may have just found the essence of this show.
I wasn't trying to be rude.
Did you combine stupidity and emotion? That's us.
Boy.
Ladies and gentlemen, we haven't done our in the year 2021, we have not done our mission statement.
Oh, yeah.
As you know, every business now has a mission statement. And we'd like to say that. And
we at the Bob and Tom Show.
Here it is, ladies and gentlemen, the Bob and Tom Show mission statement. Okay, there you go.
Nicely done, Willie.
Write that down.
The Cleveland Browns have placed safety Rodney Harrison on the COVID reserve list. They await permission from the NFL to practice for their first playoff game in 18 years. Harrison, I don't know why they need practice at this point in the season. They should know
the game by now.
Gee, already the Browns will be without Coach Kevin Stefanski against the Steelers after he tested positive with the virus. Some said he was in love, but no, he has the virus. NFL Chief Medical Officer Dr. Alan Sills and his nurse, Anita Stem. They say there's been some spread amongst the Browns players, so we will see what that does to my pick. Okay, you ready? You ready? Here we go. Super Wild Card Weekend. Are you writing them down?
I got them right here.
Yeah.
Okay. I like the Buffalo Bills minus the 6 against the Colts. I think it's going to be Colts are going to make a valiant effort, but I think the Bills are just too much right now at this time of the season.
Hey, Josh, can you tell Chick I'm not going to talk to him until the next break?
I will, but you should know that I feel like before that game, the coach of the Colts is going to go, hey, guys, just have fun out there, all right?
You really think he'll say that? Okay.
You know, the real win is the friends we made along the way.
Yeah.
You know, fellas?
That's right.
We can start thinking about next year.
I just think Buffalo's too hot right now.
What a great season we've had, huh, fellas?
Let's make a weekend of it. We can go to the falls after.
That's right. Yeah, we'll go over to the Canadian ballet here after.
Guys, I don't want to say we're not going to win today, but go ahead and book those tea times.
Shows up to the pregame meeting, has wing sauce all over it.
They play the music on any Sunday except this one.
Here's what
it's just a Saturday, by the way.
Honestly, I hope the Colts pull the upset and Monday we play this whole section.
Yes.
Chick, can I say something? I think the Colts will win if, unlike the last 2 games, we can manage to score in the third quarter. That's a critical quarter in the game of football.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah,
I'm going to put that out there.
They are fuzzy about that third quarter. They think there are only 3 quarters in the football game.
But to me, baby, the Colts are the best team in the league. We got this.
Okay.
The Los Angeles Rams travel to the Seattle Seahawks. The Rams are getting 4 in the Space Needle City. What do they call Seattle? Anybody? What do they call Seattle?
Needle in the vein.
Needle City. Huh? Emerald City. That's it. Thank you.
Are you serious?
Yeah. Dallas in the rain.
Is it really the Emerald City?
I think it is the Emerald City.
I thought that was the Wizard of Oz.
I did too.
Well, of course it's the...
It is a Wizard of Oz too.
So is there like a yellow brick road going into town? Sorry.
I like the Rams plus the 4. Now, let me be clear on this. I think Seattle is going to win, but I think the Rams, if they don't win, I think the Rams are going to it's going to be close.
Okay.
Let me be clear. Seattle's kind of a mess right now. They don't know what they're doing. But the Rams don't know what the quarterback is. So Goff is going to play, but we'll see.
Okay, what else you got?
Tomorrow night, the heartbreak starts for Chick, or continues for Chick, whichever. The Washington football team at the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and Tom Brady. Now, Tom Brady, in the past, he's like a 30% passer rating when he's knocked off his spot, which means that he doesn't have to get sacked, but if he has to run around, he likes to drop back 1, 2, 3, 4, pass.
So does your
1, 2,
Washington
3, 4,
football club provide that difficulty for him?
I think Washington has the best defensive front right now in the NFL.
They're like all defense, aren't they?
However, the offense is not good. I am going to take Washington plus the 9, but I think Tampa Bay does win on Saturday.
Plus 9, wow.
A lot of punting.
Turns out the best defense is, well, our defense.
yes. We're not going to. Anyway. The game of the weekend, Tennessee hosting the Baltimore Ravens. This is going to be something else. Tennessee is the... man, is that right?
Tennessee.
Yeah, Tennessee is the home underdog. They're getting 4. So I'm going to take Tennessee plus the 4 against Baltimore. Lamar Jackson will continue to have problems in the playoffs. I think not this season, maybe next, or maybe the next. I don't know what I'm talking about. Let's just have fun. What were we saying? The important part.
We're getting wings.
The important part is the journey, right? Am I telling? Tennessee. I like Tennessee plus the 4 against Baltimore. I think they're going to hold on to the ball, and Derrick Henry's going to shove it right up there.
He's going to what?
Break it off. That's what I think. Okay, New Orleans hosting the Chicago Bears. The Saints are given 10 at home. Alvin, remember way back when the world was young, Alvin Kamara scored, 6 touchdowns for the Saints? So I like a New Orleans minus. This is the big blowout of the weekend. I like New Orleans minus the 10 for Chicago. If Chicago Bears defense would come up like they used to play with Mack and those guys, I think Roquan Smith is hurt for the Bears, so we'll...
Chick, what are you saying? You know how great the Bears are in the playoffs?
Historically, I think
you've proven that...
there's still some guy out there that has the Super Bowl shuffle on cassette and won't get rid of his car because he can't find one with a cassette player.
I like New Orleans minus the 10 for Chicago. And then finally, the Cleveland Browns at the Pittsburgh Steelers. Cleveland... last week of the season just beat the Steelers, but it was like 2, I think.
And they beat the Steelers without Ben.
And without Ben Roethlisberger. But Ben will be back, of course, this weekend. I think Baker Mayfield is playing at another level
the
right
Browns
now.
are getting how many?
6. I like Cleveland plus the 6 at Pittsburgh, but I think Pittsburgh does win. But they keep it close.
Well, they're very good.
Well, there you go. And we'll talk to
And
Grandma
once again,
later.
your record against the spread this season is?
43 and 31.
Not
that's
bad.
good.
12 games above 500.
Okay, very good. Well, thank you very much, Chick McGee.
I'm just good enough to be scary.
Yeah.
Oh, wait a minute.
To lose a lot.
Ace wants to weigh in.
And don't forget Sunday at 4, the sports, the SpongeBob Sports Pants Countdown Show at 4 o'clock on Nickelodeon.
Well put. Okay.
Is that what it's called? SpongeBob Sports Pants?
It's on Nickelodeon. They are covering the Browns-Pittsburgh game, I think.
No, Saints and Bears.
Oh, Saints and the Bears. Yeah, that's right.
And okay, but it's also on what, CBS and on Nickelodeon
and on Amazon Prime, Tom.
So pedophiles, you won't have to change your station.
Oh my God!
You can just leave it on that right where you are.
Christy, they're people too.
That was really not necessary. Well, Pat, speaking of speaking of SpongeBob and square,
I have a fever.
Me too.
Square pants.
They finally got my letters.
I know all about that. Don't get in the car, SpongeBob.
But he loves football too.
When you're all done, just let me know.
Having fun. Go ahead.
Nope, not doing it now.
Come on.
Nope, not doing it.
Don't get mad
What
at
else
me.
is happening in sports?
A restaurant in Tennessee has they've set a Guinness World Record after creating the world's largest spam masubi.
What's a masubi?
Thank you, Christy.
Wait a second.
About 10 pounds?
So we're having a world record in Tennessee with something no one's ever heard of.
Masubi is
Yes?
a sushi-like dish made with rice and layers of Spam wrapped in seaweed. I haven't had any, and I want more.
Sounds good to me.
No.
The record musubi weighed in at 1,120 pounds.
Jeez.
Beating the previous record. Yes, there was a previous record of 628 pounds, almost doubling it. According to Tamara Long, board chairman of the soup kitchen Loaves and Fishes, the musubi ended up being about 4 feet wide, 8 feet long, and about a foot tall.
Wow.
The Spam the Love event in Clarksville, Tennessee helped raise money for the soup kitchen. The record-breaking Spam musubi also donated to the soup kitchen, where the people are being served are, what the hell is this?
Yeah, the soup kitchen said, no, thank you. No, it's easy to break a world record when you're making the world's biggest thing no one's ever heard of.
Right.
Is this some regional deal?
Kind of.
I've never heard.
You've heard of this?
I saw Spam sushi when I lived in Korea.
Really?
Is that right?
And is it called musubi?
That I don't know. That sounds Japanese to me.
Musubi, do you love me?
I got something for you.
Well, I just want to say, musubi to me sounds not like food, but it sounds like a new SUV.
Exactly. It sounds like a car.
Have you seen the 2021 Musubi? It's unbelievable. It's got 5 wheels.
It'd have to be the Toyota Musubi, right?
You have something for us, Pat?
Yeah, a little Music Man, I think, is in order.
Oh.
Well, a woman you take on a very first date may be kind of fussy. She may want lobster, may want steak, or that very pricey sushi. I know this cheap Hawaiian place that puts Spam in the fish's place. It'll be a saving grace. It's called Musubi. 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 An affordable, tasty treat. Musubi. Musubi. With Spam, it's cheap to eat. Thank you. Musubi.
Yes.
Doesn't look very appealing.
No, it doesn't. I don't know. It might be good.
He says pass on this.
I've just never heard of it. And I eat Japanese food all the time.
Yeah.
I eat sushi and sashimi and
This is probably a big role.
nigiri and the other.
Sure, in Hawaii and
okay.
Tokyo and
but it's so you're saying Spam sushi is pretty common?
Well, I definitely saw it at a couple restaurants when I lived in Asia for a little bit.
I'd like to. We were talking yesterday about naming sandwiches, and if we each had a sandwich named after us, you could do this for celebrities, and you could do a sushi like this called Spamela Anderson.
Oh,
and like 2 mounds of
2 mounds,
2 scoops.
In any event, I applaud them for helping out the food bank, certainly.
Yeah.
But again, I've never heard of it. So,
well, there's a whole lot of recipes on how to make Spam musubi if you'd like.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Sounds very simple. I do love my Spam.
Yeah, me too. So it may be delicious. It's just so odd that I'm.
Do you know this is a true story?
From Tennessee. I wouldn't expect it to be a big thing in Tennessee.
Josh and I had Spam. What was it? Grilled Spam and cheese.
Yeah, we had different Spams and different cheeses,
and watched cartoons all day one time.
Yeah,
it was the best day. One of the best days. Of my
I can tie this all together.
Yes, please.
Where did this take place, Chick?
My house at the compound.
Where did the Musubi event take place?
Clarksville, Tennessee.
Tennessee. Thank you very much. It would have been much better if we'd gotten right to the point.
Oh, I thought you were talking about what we were talking about instead of going back.
What were you doing all day?
Watching cartoons.
Come on and see. Tennessee tuxedo. Tennessee tuxedo.
Now,
I couldn't understand what they were saying until he said that.
Tennessee tuxedo, but the guy, remember his buddy?
The walrus.
The walrus, Tennessee's buddy. Doesn't he sound kind of like
Patrick? SpongeBob?
Or maybe a little
Chumley was the walrus, right?
Yeah.
Maybe it's maybe a little bit of something from The Simpsons. Here, give it a listen again.
Come on and see. Tennessee tuxedo.
Doesn't that sound
Homer?
It sounds like Homer Simpson.
It did, yeah.
A Tennessee tuxedo with the great Don Adams.
Oh, yes.
God, the guy was
we
brilliant.
don't do anything else this morning. Let's mention Don.
Well, at the very least, pay tribute to the man.
I love Don Adams, but
my God!
You know, one of my first comedy albums was a Don Adams comedy album.
Is that right?
Missed it by that much.
Oh, that guy was hilarious.
Good Lord, he had a bit about Hitler that he did, and some guy named Ziggy. They kept yelling for Ziggy Heil.
Did he come from the stand-up world before he started?
I don't know. It's great. Probably a vaudeville. It was a while back. Tennessee tuxedo. Now, coming up in sports.
Huh?
Is there anything else coming up in sports?
There is not, but thank you for asking.
We've got our Masubi hunk.
That's right,
and,
Masubi.
I really enjoyed your song, Pat.
That was fun.
I want you to
It
sing
was
it again.
fun.
I have something else I was going to have you sing, but there were too many interruptions. When we come back, we'll get back to the action.
Some of us, there are other people on the show.
You can't control everything. I'm sorry. It's not going to happen.
Not everybody can talk at the same time. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Got a comment? Our email is bobandtom@bobandtom.com. More Bob and Tom next. State law.
Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hey, don't forget tonight at 8 o'clock Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific, tune in to Bob and Tom's YouTube channel, and you can watch Bob and Tom Tonight. Over 20 minutes of the best of today's Bob and Tom show. Perhaps segments from the last break will be included. Tonight, it's Bob and Tom Tonight. Search Bob and Tom YouTube or go to bobandtom.com. It's that simple. Bob and Tom Tonight, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific on Bob and Tom's YouTube channel. Click that red subscribe button and join over 100,000 other Bob and Tom fans from around the world who tune in to watch Bob and Tom Tonight, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific, everybody.
I'm Chick McGee with your Bob and Tom Sports Update. Cleveland Browns have placed safety Rodney Harrison on the COVID reserve list as they await permission from the NFL to practice for their first playoff game in 18 years. Harrison is the latest on the list for Cleveland, who will be without coach Kevin Stefanski against the Steelers in Pittsburgh after he tested positive with the virus. NFL Chief Medical Officer Dr. Alan Sills says there has been some spread amongst the Browns players. And the Montreal Canadiens in the NHL will be able to play home games despite the Quebec government's imposition of a curfew aimed at curbing COVID in the province. Quebec's premier says the new measures will take effect on Saturday and remain in place until at least February 8th. And in college basketball last night, top-ranked Gonzaga opened on a 23-2 run and improved to 11-0 by beating BYU 86-69. I'm Chick McGee, and that's your Bob and Tom Sports Update.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
After talking with a group of massage parlor operators who urged the authorities to reopen their venues as soon as possible due to economic pain, Mr. Faris...
As the eye can see.
It's better. Faris Karasanayar Awiwong.
No, you're pronouncing it wrong.
Awiwong.
Here's how you pronounce it. I looked this guy's up. It's Karasanayar Awiwong.
Karis there. Wing wing. Walla walla wing wong.
Did I get it right?
Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern, on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hi, this is Augie Smith. You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hello and welcome to Spit Take Theater. This week's Spit Take Theater presentation at the water cooler.
Man, I can't wait until the new episodes of Survivor are shown. I've really become addicted to those reality shows.
Oh, I am too. I live for Rupert. I love that guy. I've wanted to be a Survivor contestant ever since the first one. The locations they stay at are so beautiful.
Oh, yeah, they sure are. Hey, would you ever do Big Brother?
Well, actually, I've already done my Big Brother.
Huh?
I haven't done my father or my grandpa yet.
You've slept with your big brother, Dave?
Well, yeah.
Wow, small world. I slept with your big brother, Dave.
What?
Yeah, he's cute.
This has been Spit Take Theater. Wow. Join us next week for another edition of Spit Take Theater.
All right. Well, that took a nasty turn, didn't it?
Hello, you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7. This has been Chick McGee speaking.
Jim Gaffigan joins us in the studio. Jim is a veteran comedian and actor, famous for a couple of oddball appearances on Sex and the City.
But I am an actor and a comedian, but I'll tell you guys, I wish I was a film director just in everyday life. So when someone was telling me a boring story, I could just go, and cut. I didn't finish. We got it. That's a wrap. And cut. When you think about it, that would come in handy. You come home late, your wife's like, where the hell were you? And cut.
45 Q95. It's the Bob and Tom Show.
Okay, doesn't that sound like a new TV show? Code Gunner.
Yes.
Tonight on ABC, it's a very special episode of Code Gunner. He's got 6 beers down, wishes he could still smoke. Code Gunner, only on ABC. I'm just saying it.
Mm-hmm.
What a great guy he is, though.
Sounds good.
Such a good dude.
He's one of the greatest. And he's here 7 days a week, 24 hours a day.
Do you owe him money?
Gunner.
You know, we all kind of owe him money.
I think every time I borrow his truck, I give him a case of beer.
That's very nice.
Well, I need that, and I need that truck a lot. So, where was I? I know. Hi, everybody. How are you? Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Josh, take it.
Hey, welcome back. Everybody's
Oh, my God.
here.
He complains he can't get a word in.
That's all right. Now I know how he feels because I was just doing the introduction and you interrupted me, Chick.
Jerkface says what?
What? Oh, you!
Okay, I'll take over. I'm back. Let's see. Who's who here? We haven't taken attendance yet. There she is in the Navy Federal Credit Union newsroom. It's Christy Lee. Are you there?
I am here.
Thank you very much.
Hi.
Josh Arnold's in the sidekick chair. Chick McGee, of course. Oh, sorry. Chick McGee.
Chick McGee.
What? Chick McGee?
He called you Chick McGee.
Sorry. Chick McGee.
Has anybody ever called you Check McGroin?
That's funny.
Occasionally.
One of my favorite things is Christy's only known for a couple of impressions, but her impression of Chick McGee's mother is just fabulous.
Oh,
would you
I'm
mind,
not
Christy?
do that on his day.
You know the kind of week I've been having. Why
would you do that?
Chucky.
He did it himself.
Man, I'm so glad we all decided to quiet down so you could talk. God, what an
Sorry. There's Ace Cosby. Hi, Ace. How are you?
Hello, Tom.
It's good to see you. Willie G is over there. Willie, you're looking good today. And
thank you.
Wait a second. Pat Godwin. I thought you were getting rid of the longshoreman hat. I thought today was yesterday was the last
It's going
day.
to be all week.
Today's
Monday,
the last day.
I will come in with a different look.
Okay.
Oh.
What if he asked you to wear it again next week?
I won't do it. No.
Well,
A different look on Monday. I'm excited.
Yeah. You might be right, Chick.
This is the only radio show that really focuses on how everybody looks.
Unfortunately.
Pointless, really. This is Tom speaking. Welcome back. In the world of sports, a quick summary. We just did the Shoein of the Week, early edition. Chick McGee, many picks.
Playoffs, here we go. Bills -6, LA +4, Washington +9, Tennessee +4, New Orleans -10, Cleveland +6. There you go.
Wow,
that's $1 million weekend.
It's a big weekend.
There's still the possibility of a number of players not being able to participate because of coronavirus.
Sure, there's
point.
always a possibility, Tom. What are you saying?
Okay.
Nothing's impossible.
Now,
Improbable, yes, but
did
not
we
impossible.
find out if the coach of the Browns is going to be able to?
He will not be on the sidelines. No, he'll
but
probably be at home.
But can he talk to them on the phone? Or
Once the game kicks off, he can't contact the dog.
Okay.
Why?
I don't understand that.
Let me tell you something.
Is that because you'd have a better perspective watching it on TV?
I don't
maybe?
know, but that's...
Well, if you're banned from the game, you're banned from the game, I think.
Right.
But under the circumstances, wouldn't it be smart to say, well, let him sit in a nice quiet room?
What did we learn this entire season with COVID? They're trying to treat COVID like any other injury in the NFL. If you've got COVID, you can't contact, you can't.
Yeah, I understand that, but that's idiotic.
No, you didn't, because you don't understand it, because you just asked the stupidest question in the history of the world.
No, I didn't. Why can't this guy sit in isolation and with a television set and be on a radio?
I think it makes sense. If a coach gets the flu
no
in the normal
point in
season.
talking about this with you. It's like talking about physics with a dog, okay? You don't know what you're talking
My
about.
dogs know a great deal about physics.
I don't.
My dogs have a fundamental understanding of gravity.
Do they?
Oh, absolutely.
I got to get out of this job. I don't know. I've got to work.
You ever had a dog that won't go downstairs?
Yes, I have.
You know, one of our dogs.
Didn't need to.
One of our dogs would not go down steps.
Yeah.
I don't know what it was. It was very convenient.
I loved it. Because when I grew up, I masturbated in the basement, so I never had to worry about the... Well, my room was down there. I didn't have to worry about the dog looking at me.
Would that throw you if the dog looked at you?
Do you mind, Cricket?
Privacy.
I'm just guessing. I'm just guessing in the basement there were no black light posters.
Nope.
Okay. So that's sports.
I was going to tell you what the Saints are doing with Alvin Kamara, but you don't want to hear it. So
Kamara. We love you.
Exactly my point. That's sports.
No, I want to hear about Mr. Kamara.
No, they've got him set up with some sort of electronic thing where he's been virtually practicing all week. So I thought that was interesting.
Yeah, well, it is.
Yeah.
So
he's hooked up to.
I'm just saying. You think that?
Sorry, I was done. Yeah.
No, go ahead. You said he's hooked up to.
No, forget it, dude.
He
We're
doesn't
done.
want us here.
This is it. Today is Independence Day, and this is my flag. There you go.
Hey, Josh, when you were a kid, you ever go to your friend's house and it's you two kind of late night, and then his parents start fighting?
Isn't that awkward?
That is wild.
Gosh, I'm glad I don't have that feeling ever anymore.
Yeah, well, you didn't.
We were doing this yesterday, and we got off the air. Tom and I were doing like this, and I looked at Josh and I said, "Classic Tom and Chick right there," because I sensed Willie was really getting concerned that we were mad at each other.
You never at age 7 walked in on Mr. and Mrs. Dalton flagrant delecto.
Oh man!
Whoa! What's this?
Got to see the Daltons haven't had it, huh?
Don't leave anything out.
That was.
How was Mrs. Dalton?
Totsy?
Well, let me just explain. I could only pretty much see her from the knees down. and Mr. Dalton's creamy white pumping ass. Pumping. If that gives you any.
Did you say pumpkin ass or pumping? Pumping ass.
No, the image is in my head forever, right?
This should have been said to a therapist.
7 years old.
Many therapists listen to this show.
And that's sports.
It's like homework for them. Well, I can sure help those guys. I know what this means. That's sports?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
My friend walked in on her parents. She was like 18. And she said the most disturbing thing was that her dad still had the sleep apnea mask on.
Oh, wow.
You're done.
Wow, that's aren't the first 2 visits to the psychiatrist free?
Yeah. I go, what did you do? She goes, I cried.
Can we talk about anything else?
Just the quiet whirring.
When I first
who's your daddy?
When I first heard about these sleep apnea masks, I was not aware of this thing, and you'll remember the discussion, Chick, because I mentioned like Steve Canyon.
Yes, of course.
Steve Canyon was
a comic strip in the Sunday paper.
He was an Air Force.
Of course, he was
guy
back in the 30s.
I wasn't aware that people actually put this over their face to go to sleep.
Yeah.
And remember this, and we had several letters and phone calls from people who had, in fact, engaged in the most intimate activity while one of them had on a sleep apnea mask.
I would hear the projector start in their room.
Oh, my Lord.
Wait a second. Hey. Everything stop.
Okay, I want it quiet down there, and your mother and I are going to be blah, blah, blah. All right.
Go.
Okay. Slam.
And then you'd hear... God,
the projector sound?
Was it a 16 millimeter?
Oh yeah.
Oh my!
Yeah,
you remember that story? I tried to look at what the I was a latchkey kid.
You wanted to see what was going on upstairs?
Mr. and Mrs. McGee,
Yes?
Chick's a fine student, but every time we show a film strip, he cries.
Didn't you burn the film accidentally?
Yes, I tried to thread the film into the projector, and I turned it on, and it wouldn't move. And in those days, if the film didn't move,
It melted.
It melted.
it sure-
and,
yeah.
and it snapped right in half, man. And I put everything back, and it was a locked wardrobe.
You forget how difficult things used to be.
Oh yeah.
You did a director's
not like
cut.
Now. Not like now. Everything's in greased grooves now.
I mean, you know, back in the day, Chick would be down there watching TV, and he'd hear.
No, that's a slide.
Oh,
projector.
they've got the carousel out.
No, this is the PowerPoint.
I still call them slides.
This is, and as you can see on this side, our sales are down this quarter, but we're hoping to go up in the next, as you can see on right over here.
Don't you love that scene?
There it is.
Yeah.
Wow, that's one of the. If you've ever seen Mad Men, the great series, I think possibly one of the greatest scenes ever is when he introduces the carousel slide projector.
It's wonderful.
And that amazing.
Yes.
If you're watching it, wait for it. It's coming. It's great. Now, do you want to give me the teaser then, Christy Lee?
Yes, coming up, we have an update on our naked subway ride. We have our pot-bellied pig, as you mentioned earlier. And we never got to our footprints in the snow. And would you, ladies, would you
in the snow?
would you wear a vibrator at your wedding if your husband asked you to?
Wear one during the wedding?
Yes.
Wow.
You know the remote control panty thing?
Sure, oh, sure.
Classy.
Why are you so against fun?
Well, you are Mr. Above Board.
Man.
There's a time and a place for everything. I think having some kind of electronic gizmo inside an orifice during
in front
something.
of a priest?
Yeah.
I don't know that they got married in front of a priest. I can't verify that.
Needless to say, wherever they were, it just seems a bit tasteless, tacky. But we'll find out about it because that's what we do. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Want to share something? Send us an email. bobandtom@bobandtom.com. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, this is Larry the Cable Guy, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7. Boy, better get up, get some exercise.
Hey, did you know Bob and Tom have an Instagram account? We're cool. You know, we're up with the kids on the social media. Check it out. It's pictures of us with friends and guests. You know, when people used to stop by the show, we had guests and highlights from the show as well at Bob and Tom's Instagram account. Just head on over to bobandtom.com for quick links to all of Bob and Tom's social media sites. And while you're there, you can check out that beautiful video, Good Riddance 2020, because, you know, we're still thinking about it. What a great year 2020 was, huh? We're in 2021, though. Check out bobandtom.com today.
Hi, everybody. Christy Lee from the Navy Federal Credit Union News Desk. New research suggests the COVID-19 vaccine made by Pfizer and BioNTech can still work against a mutated coronavirus. Two highly contagious new variants of the virus have the world on edge. One was first discovered in Britain, the other in South Africa, but they share one common mutation. Pfizer researchers say laboratory testing shows that mutation does not block their vaccine. A city in northern China is offering rewards of $77 for anyone who reports on a resident who's not taken a coronavirus test. The offer from the government and Ningong comes as millions in the city and the surrounding province of Hebei are being tested as part of an effort to control China's most serious recent outbreak of infections. China has largely controlled local transmission of the virus through the use of measures considered extreme and highly intrusive by some, including lockdowns of entire cities, close electronic monitoring of people's movements, and bans on traveling to and from parts of the country. Speaking of Asia, Asian shares are mostly higher on hopes for additional economic stimulus after the United States Congress confirmed Joe Biden as winner of the presidential election. South Korean and Australian shares also rose. Wall Street rallied to more record highs as investors hope the Democratic sweep of Washington means help is likely for American businesses. And that's your news. I'm Christy Lee. More of the Bob and Tom Show coming up.
Essential Morning Radio. All day and all night.
You might as well shoot me when the beer runs out.
Bob and Tom 24/7. 24/7.
The Space Shuttle astronauts are halfway through their 7-day research mission. Endeavour is expected to become an orbiting maternity ward today when frog eggs that were fertilized earlier in the mission start to hatch. Now
we are scheduled to hook up with Commander Thompson. We should hook up right now, I believe.
Hello, Houston.
They're speaking with Bob and Tom. Hello, Endeavor.
Hello, Spaceship Earth. This is Captain Thompson.
Hey, Captain, how are you?
Captain, how are you?
We're doing great. We do a lot of experiments up here.
Yeah, we're just reading about the one involving the frog.
The South African clawed frogs. The eggs are about to hatch any moment now, aren't they?
Very excited. As a matter of fact, it looks like they might be hatching about now.
Oh, good.
You people might be the first ones on Earth to hear what's going on.
Well, great.
There they come.
This is exciting.
Some little critter coming out of there. Let's see what's going on here. Oh, God! Oh, help me! Oh,
Hey man, this is Donnie Baker, and this is Bob and Tom 24/7. I swear to God it is. That's like all day and most of the night.
You know, I travel a lot. It tends to mitigate, and also it comes out more when I'm drinking. And since this is a morning show, that was tough.
Okay.
I think I'll get my own cologne. I will. It'll be a smell maybe of bourbon sweat and marijuana. Just to cover up the smell of bourbon sweat and marijuana. I want to be fresh and smell good.
It smells too much like bourbon sweat and marijuana.
Hope, the pleasant fragrance.
Yes. Brought to you by Dude. Dude. Relax all.
If you want to drink, we have a sales department here.
Do we ever?
There's plenty of alcohol down
I
the
love
hall.
drinking. I get sick and tired of being bossed around by bourbon every night. You know, these voices in my head. Punch that guy. Have sex with that girl. Eat that burger. Pee here. Turn left. Figure it out myself.
You know you're too high when you're eating cereal naked and your girlfriend tells you to put some clothes on. You realize it's not your girlfriend. It's just a woman on a bus. That's how you know you're too high.
Essential Morning Radio. All day and all night. This is Bob and Tom 24/7. 24/7. 24/7.
Don't you have the ultimate subway story? You were in, of course, Paris, or I think, believe it.
On the Metro, were you?
The Metro.
I was in the state, one of the stations.
Yeah.
And there was a guy coming down the escalator, and the escalator. I was going up with some friends, and it was very crowded. It was during rush hour, and it was one of those escalators in which it was kind of across the station, so you could see it. You could see everyone on it. Mm-hmm. And it was a packed subway station, but there was this large space in front of and back of this guy.
Yeah? Why is that?
Because he had his male members. He was wearing a very nice suit.
Beautifully dressed.
Dark suit.
Yes.
And he had his male member completely withdrawn on display.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And
wow,
and it was prodigious, if you will.
He had reason.
Sure,
he was proud.
He didn't have reason to be shy. Yeah.
Right. It probably was prehensile. This thing was so serious. It's in my mind. I can see it right now.
Wow.
Just over there to the left. Look over there.
Now, did you immediately go, oh my, I mean, did you say anything or did you?
I was with my friends Lee and Lee.
Yeah.
And I said, look at that.
He's always known for playing it cool.
Look at that.
Yeah, that's a true story.
Oh, yeah, that's penis up Pierre. He does this every day.
Just what a weird thing to do.
Yeah, very, yes.
I mean, you suppose the guy got dressed up and...
Strange.
Hello, I am Penis Pierre.
Wow.
Everybody take a look at this.
Now, we have coming up something I think tells me that phone's going to ring. That isn't just any phone. It's the Track Phone Hotline. We'll give you some details on that coming up. Christy, what have you got over there?
Well, we have a lot coming up. We have the Knight Rider car in the news. We have Mercedes-Benz in the news for something really bizarre. And I know a lot of people are afraid to fly, but one guy bought all the seats on his flight.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. Next to not having, just going and buying a car and not ever having a car payment on said automobile.
Yeah.
Buying all the seats on a plane would be a baller move.
Yeah.
Am I right
For
on
sure.
that?
That is a baller move.
Who was the guy? Was it Charlie Sheen that bought all of the
Left field or something? Or
Yeah.
so
In a baseball game?
Yeah, so he could get all the balls hit up there.
Wanted to catch a home run? Yeah.
There was a rapper that was buying all the front row seats at another rapper's concert, so it looked like no one was going to his shows.
Oh.
Wow.
That's a baller move.
Yeah.
That's a great idea.
Hey, we have all those stories coming up and more. Hey, with the COVID and everything, we are staying home a lot. And what is the advantage of that? Well, I'll tell you, you get to spend a lot more time with your pet. Leo and I are buddies. And we have PetSmart now here because they are absolutely an essential retailer and they are taking care of your pet needs. You can go to 1,600 convenient locations, or you could go to curbside drop-off and pickup and contactless payment.
I was just at PetSmart. I bought a new leash that has two.
Oh, you got a new leash on life?
I do. It's got two handles.
Nice.
It's got one about a foot away from the dog
Yes.
and the other about 4 feet away from the dog.
So you can grab the handle when another dog
So
comes near.
when a certain one of my 3 dogs, I'm talking to you, Winnie, needs to be a little closer at hand, I use that. Thank you very much, PetSmart.
Yeah, they're offering free same-day delivery as well, powered by DoorDash through January 31st of this year.
Oh.
PetSmart associates really love pets. They have a big part of their lives are taking care of their own animals, and that's why they work there. As an essential retailer, PetSmart has made it safe and easy for you to take care of your little ones, your little pets at home, online and in stores. So if you're interested in contactless shopping, just order online at PetSmart.com or on the PetSmart app and enjoy easy curbside pickup or free same-day delivery via DoorDash through January 31st, 2021. So you can get everything your pet needs right to your door, right when you need it. Check out PetSmart.com for details. Don't forget they do grooming as well. Great service.
Very good. Thank you very much, Christy Lee. Also coming up, we have cloning in the news in an odd way. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, folks. Boom. It's me. And you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7. That's 24 days and 7 hours. No, 27 days a week and 24 like the show. with the guy who whispers all the time and saves the world? And Bob and Tom 24/7. Hey, it won't blow up the world.
Hey, treat yourself to a VIP membership at bobandtom.com. Well, Mark, what are you talking about? What's this VIP membership all about? Is it worth it? Totally. The Bob and Tom archives, the complete album library at your fingertips if you have a Bob and Tom fan in your life. This makes a great birthday present, perhaps a late holiday gift. It's the Bob and Tom Show's VIP premium service. You can also listen to the show commercial-free and on demand with our daily podcast when you're a VIP premium service member. So check it out. It's well worth it. bobandtom.com/VIP.
Hi, everybody. Christy Lee from the Navy Federal Credit Union Entertainment News Desk. The Elvis Presley birthday celebration at Graceland will still happen today, and it will stream online as usual. There just will be fewer people in person. Local officials in Memphis will mark Presley's 1935 birth with a proclamation and, of course, cake. Usually the event is free and open to the public, but this year it's ticketed with social distance protocols in place due to the pandemic. If you'd like, you can watch the event on Presley's official Facebook page. And it's new scientific research that may cause people to stop referring to identical twins as, well, identical. Scientists in Iceland have turned up evidence that identical twins are not exactly the same genetically. The study looked at DNA sequences from 387 pairs of identical twins, that is, those produced by a single fertilized egg, in case you forgot your biology. And the study shows the average set of identical twins have 5.2 early genetic differences, but about 15% of identical twin pairs have more genetic differences, and in some cases, as many as 100. Before now, the prevailing wisdom was that physical differences between identical twins were based on things like nutrition or lifestyle. Could be in the genes. And that's your news. I'm Christy Lee. More of the Bob and Tom Show on the way.
This is Bob and Tom 24/7. 24/7. 24/7. 24/7.
Hello and welcome to Spit Take Theatre. This week's Spit Take Theatre presentation, The Important Meeting.
Hello, Jenkins here.
Mr. Jenkins, this is Phil Johnson.
Phil, glad you called.
Good morning. I'm not going to be able to make it into work today. I'm sick.
You what?
I'm sorry. I just can't make it into work today. I'm sick.
No, Johnson, listen. I got a phone call last night.
Yeah?
I talked to the client.
Uh-huh.
Today's the big presentation.
Today?
Yeah, today. It's going to be big.
Oh, I can't make it into work today. I'm sick.
Johnson, this is the big presentation. Besides that, frankly, you don't sound sick to me.
Oh, yeah? I'm sleeping with my dad. Is that sick enough for you?
This has been Spit Take Theatre. Join us next week for another edition of Spit Take Theatre.
Hi, fellas. This is Floyd Tucker, the over-the-road trucker. This is Bob and Tom's program, 24/7.
You guys can't see the camera, but Christy just
I have very
like she was
small
getting ready
hands.
to eat a giant Subway sandwich.
Right. Yeah, by the
At
way,
a 60
Christy,
degree
I
angle.
think maybe the reason it's been a while since you had a date is if that's your standard, we're going to need a horse.
No.
Oh, my
gosh. No.
Did you see her hands?
Yeah, she
does very
looks
well
like
for
she was
herself.
She was
holding a
about to
football.
drop whatever she was imagining because the grasp was so wide.
I was thinking
with
of
her.
a sausage roll.
Yeah. Well,
Not
okay.
a penis.
Well, all
right. Show us how you hold the penis.
Do the penis hold, Christy.
Now we're going to get arrested again. Stop it.
Depends on if it's one hand or two.
John Joe.
21 on the nose at Q95. It's the Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, howdy. Christy's got the cloudy forecast.
Oh, nice. Q95 Fox 59 weather brought to you by the CarX Man. It will be cloudy today and windy with near steady temperatures in the mid-30s. Tonight down to 25. We should see some sunshine this weekend. 35 for the high Saturday and 36 on Sunday. 31 right now.
Thank you very much, Christy Lee. The Bob and Tom TV show is called, Bob and Tom Tonight. It's on tonight at 11:30 on MyND TV 23. Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Ace Cosby is our engineer. Hey. Coming up, the Ace Cosby joke of the day. In the meantime, I'll point out that Chick McGee's over there. There's Josh. I'm Tom. That's Willie G. Patty G.
Yes.
Right there in the next room. And then Christy Lee.
Yes, sir.
Kind
I'm right here.
Kind of a lavender thing with a vest, looking good today.
Yes.
It's nice to see you, Christy.
Pat and I were just discussing it's a little chilly in here, so
Boy, is it ever, yeah.
I have to keep my core warm. I have to wear a vest.
Ah, okay. Good to know. Thank you very much.
Do you have a song in your head? I've got Who's That Lady by the Isley Brothers in my head, and I can't get it out right now.
Who's that lady?
I can get it out of your head for you. There's a technique to get that out of your head.
There is?
It really is, or you're just trying to mess with me?
No. You just play another song, and then
Boy, this went way wrong. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, everyone. I blame myself.
That's not your fault.
And that takes its time.
I remember hearing this when it first came out. I heard this on the radio, and I lost my mind.
It's so good.
Especially if you let it start, I'll have to.
The ZZ Top. Now you're going to get Who's That Lady back in your head.
No, that's how you get rid of it. The earworm, you have to play there.
Why is that in your head?
I don't know.
Look, man, but don't touch.
But don't touch. Hey, do, but don't touch.
See, I think the trick to this is to play something that you can't stand that I like a lot, and then that'll get stuck.
What do you
in your
got,
head.
Jolene? What do you got?
Something even better. Can you dig it, Chicky?
I can't.
You can't dig it?
No, I don't want to.
Can you dig it?
I sure can, yeah.
So you can dig it.
Those are my friends.
Chrissy, can you dig it?
Of course I can.
So she can dig it.
Nice try.
Are those your friends?
Yeah, with distinction.
Ah, okay, very good. Much like your graduation. Didn't you graduate with distinction?
With honors.
Oh, really? Okay, how nice.
Can I talk about Twiggy?
Double major, remember?
Can I talk about Twiggy, the water skiing squirrel?
Why?
Not right now.
Did he die?
No, but somebody sent me a video of a new water skiing squirrel. I don't know what its name is, but remember when my big gripe with Twiggy was that I insisted he was stapled to the skis?
Right.
Yes.
And you guys got mad at me because I wouldn't staple a squirrel to the skis. Well, this video that I have now is proof positive that he is not. He is absolutely not stapled to the skis because he crawls up his owner's arm as he's skiing around the.
Look at that!
See?
Oh.
That squirrel likes skiing.
And is there a squirrel driving the boat?
Yes, it's amazing.
and he's got a little squirrel life vest on.
This is next level stuff right here.
That must be a boat show. That looks great.
It's amazing.
You don't want to know how much money I'd pay to watch.
Can you turn that this way?
The squirrel is driving the boat.
If they only had
squirrel is water
skiing. If they only had a monkey driving the boat, it would be better.
That should win an Oscar.
Thank you very much.
This is best picture.
No, wait a second. That's the track phone hotline.
Hello, Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, Bob and Tom, it's Donnie Baker.
Well, hello,
Hey, Donnie, how are you?
Thanks for all the earworms, Tom. Why don't you just go ahead and play a Crash Test Dummies and that song where they hum the entire tape? Swear to God. Feels like I got a dozen Welch crawlers in my head. And if I sound a little off my game, it's because I already got the worst hangover in history.
Oh, did you have a good night last night?
Christy, my head hurts worser than Abe Lincoln's after Act 3 of that little skit at Ford's Theater.
That's a sore head.
That is a sore head.
Yeah, we had a birthday party for my idiot cousin Lonnie last night.
Oh.
And my Aunt Putty made us do the whole party on one of them Zoom hookups or CompuServe. And somehow I had like way too much to drink. I blame Uncle Sonny. He kept pouring me one drink after another all night long, like a chain smoker drinking his heaters.
Hey,
I'd finish one, he'd pour me another.
I thought you said it was a virtual party, so there'd be you by yourself.
It was, Tom, except my Uncle Sonny with a no. He's been living out of our carport ever since Aunt Florence called him canoodling with Patty Ferguson's stepmom, Lisa, with a Z.
Oh, wow.
Living in the carport, huh?
Yeah, he looks like John Rambo out there most mornings, Christy. My point is, my Uncle Sonny overserved me with his homemade tequila, and I think it was like part 30 weight.
Oh, God, you got to be careful.
Just about my whole family was on the Zoom party. Both Uncle Sonny's, and they're not speaking. My mom, Phyllis. There's all kinds. I assume there's some nephews and nieces, but some I didn't even recognize. I ain't seen them forever. They could have been random street urchins, for all I know. And two of the teenagers looked like they was about to audition for Dog the Bounty Hunter's entourage. But the one thing about this virtual party, it's one advantage. I saved a bunch of money on birthday presents. Because last year I spent almost $57 on my idiot cousin Lonnie. Got him his own honey baked ham. He was so, I swear to God, he harpooned it with the pitchfork and was walking around the party hitting it like a salt lick. I swear to God.
Those are tasty. I can see why.
Well, he looked like a one-man hog roast, Tom. And I knew he'd do it because he always drinks too much. He can't hold his mud. Sure enough, he leaned over the bird bath after about 2 hours, projectile puked in it. Looked like somebody stomped on a go-gurt. And he's had Canadian geese in his yard ever since the last birthday. I guess that's why at the zoo they have them signs say don't feed the animals. But the best gift ever I got him was last year. I bought him a Billy Bass, and me and Scotty Winkler stuffed it with a can of Hormel chili, so when the fish turned its face to start singing, it looked just like Lonnie at the bird bath. Play some more of them earworms, Tom.
Okay. Sounds like a great gift. Thank you very much. Christy Lee is once again at the Navy Federal Credit Union News Desk. What's happening over there?
A wealthy Indonesian man shared photos from a plane in which he and his wife were the sole passengers. He purchased all the tickets for the commercial flight to prevent exposure to any other passengers in COVID-19. Richard Muljadi, a Jakarta-based socialite famous for his extravagant lifestyle, posted a series of photos to his Instagram story showing he and his wife traveling alone on a Batik Air flight from Jakarta to Bali.
I submit Jakarta could be the #1 city in the world of espionage.
You think?
Don't you always hear?
Yeah.
He went to Jakarta.
No, it's Trieste.
No.
I think it's Caracas.
Montenegro.
I stand by Jakarta.
We're going to fight about this?
Trieste.
How about Minsk?
Trieste was in one movie.
Oh, some dumb book.
I will be wearing a black coat.
Here we go.
I will have a pencil inside a book. You will walk up to me and ask me if I have a match. If I pull out a lighter, it means the Russian is on the train.
I love that stuff.
And if you'd read farther, I'll meet you in Jakarta.
That's what because you can't take the train to Jakarta.
Where is Jakarta?
It's just south of
Seriously,
Hillsborough. It's in central Ohio.
So wait, so the point of this story is this guy, there's like an entire 747, so he buys all the seats.
Was it a 747? I don't have that part.
That is a baller move,
That's
man.
a hell of a plane.
I mean, it wasn't a little plane; it was a commercial jet.
It was a commercial flight, yeah.
At that price point, couldn't he just fly private, I'd imagine?
I'm guessing he did it because you said he's some kind of socialite influencer jackass. Well,
yes, his business cards say socialite jackass. That's what they say.
The word socialite.
Yeah, he went viral on TikTok.
I'd like to get to a point where I can at least buy a row.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that'd be great.
And I will do it.
Would you like the elephant belt, sir?
Too fat, you see. I want the normal seat belt
Hey,
couldn't possibly
have we heard?
wrap around my girth. My gosh, they have to. Is there an old Lollapalooza bungee cord around here somewhere that would
Very few people
possibly
reach the age or,
feed bag of peanuts?
In fact, are we even going to be able to take off with me in this thing? Is that
Which side should I be on?
My gosh.
My goodness.
Oh boy.
You suppose when there's only these two people on this giant plane,
right?
You suppose they still had to wait All right. Section C.
How am I not boarding group 1? Gosh.
Yeah, no joke.
Because I've told you the story. I was in Dulles Airport.
Near Jakarta? Yes.
And I was going to the car rental place, and I got on the bus. There was no one in the bus but me. And the lady kept doing and I got in the bus, and I said, yeah, I'm going to National Rent-A-Car.
Have you ever had to get up so early to catch a flight that you're physically ill?
Yes.
You're going to the airport.
a lot.
Or still drunk?
6 a.m. Yes,
yeah, that too.
Yes.
No, but my point was the woman, rather than just going and saying and stopping at each stop, and she gave the spiel every time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you're getting off at Hertz Rent-A-Car, it's your next stop. And I'm sitting there right next to her going, I'm at National.
I'd imagine that's her policy. I don't know. That's probably her decision.
Yeah, but I think there's a point at which you can kind of go, hey, I'm a human being. I realize that there's no one here, no one getting on
Maybe
or
she was
off.
just trying to piss you off.
She did.
Yeah, maybe she knew right away what she was dealing with, and
okay.
Right now, she tells a story going, man, I made this guy sit through every announcement.
I hated it.
Okay, I did some more investigative reporting on this story.
Oh, yes.
Why?
He paid $7,895. It included all 12 business class seats and 150 economy class
Wait a minute,
seats.
that's way low.
That isn't that bad.
bad
That's
at
what I
all.
was thinking.
Way more.
Pretty
I
good
thought it'd be a
deal.
lot more.
That's
You
probably
couldn't
less.
rent a private jet for
No,
that.
that's way
I was
less.
just going to say that.
Yeah.
I still say he's a jackass.
Oh,
Well,
wow.
I'm
only,
not disputing that. So.
only 7,000? This guy barely spent any money.
Well, no, it's a
You like
huge chunk of change.
You
but
like the term Hertz donut, Josh? You care for that at all?
That joke,
I
no.
do like that, yeah.
The old
gag,
Hertz donut? Yeah.
You want a Hertz donut?
Punch him in the chest.
Hertz donut.
Yeah. Great.
Good.
Followed
Classic.
by a knuckle sandwich. The Hertz donut.
No, it's usually followed by the twister of the
chesticle?
Yes.
Yes.
Purple nurple?
Chesty. Oh, the purple nurple. Yeah, that's donut.
I see.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay, give me the teaser, Christy.
Okay, we have the Knight Rider car in the news. Kit, yes. We have Mercedes offering a 56-inch screen in a new model of their car.
That's too big.
There's theater
Wait a
seating.
minute, hold it. Wait a minute. How big is it?
56 inches, the whole dashboard.
What?
Yeah.
Well, how can you see the road?
It's
It's a cross, 56 inches.
You know, they call them Mercs in Britain.
Mercs?
Yeah, Merc. Give me a Merc.
They call what Mercs?
A silver
Mercedes-Benz.
Merc. Mercedes.
Oh.
A silver Merc.
Because I think Merc, I think of the great outboard motor.
Oh, the Mercury?
Not a Mercury? No, the outboard motor that the Kennedys and I would sail to go out to Manhasset and we'd play football and then we'd fly to Jakarta and deliver.
Don't like boats, eh?
I don't like you.
Oh, okay, well, that's acceptable. I certainly understand that.
Let's not lose sight of that.
When you talk about the Hertz donut, it reminded me a little bit of this. You'll see the connection. It is somewhat tenuous.
Only Bob and Tom Pictures could present a film of this magnitude. And it's coming soon to a theater near you.
Ow! Oh! Oh!
More frightening than a hurricane.
Ouch! Hey!
From the producers of Twister comes the blockbuster film of the summer.
Ouch! Oh!
More terrifying than a tornado.
Hey, you know what's worse than a tornado?
No. What?
A titty twister.
Ouch!
Titty Twister. Will you be ready?
You little son of a I'm gonna kick your ass!
I can't believe. You know how to scare a bee? Scare a bee?
No, how?
You say booby. Booby, get it? Titty twister.
You little prick! I'm gonna rip your head off!
Titty Twister. Starring Michael Douglas and Nicholas Cage.
Milk, lemonade, round the corner fudge is made. Hey, you want Hertz donut? Want one?
That's it, punk!
Oh.
Titty Twister. A Purple Herbie production from Bob and Tom Pictures. And coming next summer, a plague more terrifying than Ebola. It's Cooties, the movie.
Tommy's got the cooties. Tommy's got the cooties.
Not anymore.
And I kill you. Titty Twister. No one over 12 admitted. Last one in's a rotten egg.
There you go. One of the classics. Had the famous Hertz donut joke in it.
Indeed.
Okay. Now, had a very odd request.
Or?
Mr. Kevin Meaney.
Oh.
Great comedian. But this kind of picks up right in the middle, but I think this gives you the essence of what happened while chatting with Kevin at the very, very end of the show. This came up. Just give it a listen. Just give it a
No, I'm not trying to overstate this, but you mentioned that you enjoy a cocktail now and then.
Yes.
Who doesn't?
Did you hear about the guy that did 56 shots?
Oh, that's a little bit too much.
Well, he's dead now, right?
That's 56 ounces of alcohol.
Did he die?
Yeah.
Well,
of course he had to die.
Had to.
Oh, yeah, he's dead.
Oh, yeah.
There's a lawsuit now.
When I was a kid, probably about 15 or 16, one of our friends, Danny, I won't say his last name, he took a bottle of vodka and drank the whole thing down in front of us. Just like, watch this, guys, and just downed it, and then he passed out.
Yikes.
And then we put him in the car, and we drove him to his house and threw him on his knocked on the door and threw him on the front lawn. And his mother comes out, "What did you do to our kid? We didn't do anything. He's crazy," And
how's he doing these days?
He's dead.
Time now for things you learned on today's Bob and Tom show.
That's like a cheap story.
Tom.
Did he die that night?
No, he did not die that night. No, he hung himself a few years later.
Show's over.
He did it really quick.
Oh my God! I'm sorry, everybody. I feel terrible now. What
Kevin Meaney, everybody.
What horrible! You brought me down memory lane.
Oh my God!
My mother's. Why don't you tell nice stories?
Wow.
He's a good man.
Of course, he meant
Passed
Hank.
away, a couple
way
years
too
ago.
soon.
Yeah.
Oh, God, that's funny.
We are not big pants people. The Lobermans are coming over.
What's wrong with you?
What's wrong with you?
And then we came back from that break, and he spent, I think, another 10 minutes trying to talk his way out of what just happened. We all knew that guy. He was the guy. Watch this.
That happened to me in high school, yeah.
Really?
A friend of ours, he passed out in the bushes and didn't make it. Yeah.
Ooh.
Well,
it was rough.
Chick?
See, you could have told 50% of that story.
He passed out in the bushes?
Yeah.
Should have stopped there?
Yep.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
No, I think you should have done the other half. Just I have a friend who didn't make it.
Witches.
how? Life's crazy. I don't know.
Okay. Well, thanks for the request. If you want to make a request here in the Bob and Tom program, Josh, you have any ideas how to do that?
Yes, my goodness. Get that Bob and Tom app, right?
It's free. Where do you get it?
At the app and places. And
App and
you,
places?
That's right.
App and such.
Happening sites,
It's called
man.
the Appian Way.
That is exactly
Where you get
correct.
it.
It's happening. It's a
Or you can email us, bobandtom@bobandtom.com.
It's a shindig.
And we've got some other cool stuff going on out there, including the video version of this show, the live feed. You can now watch it by going to bobandtom.com/live.
Get a look at us.
See what's happening. Okay, we're coming right back. We've got...
Tommy, you need to get our buddy Smokey ready because it's a special day today.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that. We'll find that in just a second. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Just got to get a hold of us? Call, fax, mail, or email. Get all the contact information you need at bobandtom.com. This is the Bob and Tom Show. Bob and Tom 24/7, 24/7, 24/7.
Bob and Tom 24/7 rolling through a Friday. Glad you could join us here on Bob and Tom 24/7 for the Friday show. Always exciting. By the way, in case you're planning ahead for next week, on Tuesday, it's Jimmy Pardo. He's been scheduled to appear via Zoom. We're looking forward to it. It's a Jimmy Pardo Tuesday. I hate Jimmy Pardo, but that's what the bumper sticker he used to sell said. I truly love Jimmy Pardo. Very funny, and he'll be appearing right here on Bob and Tom 24/7 coming up on Tuesday of next week. Jimmy Pardo on the way Tuesday right here on Bob and Tom 24/7.
I'm Chick McGee with your Bob and Tom Sports Update. Cleveland Browns have placed safety Rodney Harrison on the COVID reserve list as they await permission from the NFL to practice for their first playoff game in 18 years. Harrison is the latest on the list for Cleveland, who will be without Coach Kevin Stefanski against the Steelers in Pittsburgh after he tested positive with the virus. NFL Chief Medical Officer Dr. Alan Sills says there has been some spread amongst the Browns players. And the Montreal Canadiens in the NHL will be able to play home games despite the Quebec government's imposition of a curfew aimed at curbing COVID in the province. Quebec's premier says the new measures will take effect on Saturday and remain in place until at least February 8th. And in college basketball last night, top-ranked Gonzaga opened on a 23-2 run and improved to 11-0 by beating BYU 86-69. I'm Chick McGee, and that's your Bob and Tom Sports Update.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
I could read some of the meanest things that you've ever said to me.
Oh, we have to hear that.
We must hear this.
It's only two things, but they're good. One is a classic. It's "Damn it, Willie, you're ruining Christmas." Everybody loves.
And he said that in all earnestness?
All earnestness.
Yeah. What were you doing?
One, like for something as small as opening a stocking present out of line. Yeah, God damn it, you're ruining Christmas. Or damn it, you're ruining
Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Bob and Tom 24/7. Not on air, online, all the time.
Bob and Tom 24/7.
When you need relief and you need it fast, eat a bowl of Sphincter Blast.
Hi, I'm Harry Kalanick Jr. for the new high-fiber breakfast cereal, Sphincter Blast. One 10-ounce serving contains more fiber than a log of New England birch firewood. Sphincter Blast. Some cereals shoot for the moon. We shoot for Uranus. Just say to your grocer, snap, crackle, plop. Tell him Harry Kalanick Jr. sent you and watch for my BMTV special. Harry Kalanick Jr. Unplugged. Sphincter Blast in the big brown tapered package. That's, of course, so the box won't slam shut. It may sound corny, but Sphincter Blast is hip, cool, and it's solid.
When you need relief and you need it fast, eat a bowl of Sphincter Blast.
Thanks for listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Like, you can't get a regular cheeseburger in L.A. Like, if you get a cheeseburger at a restaurant in L.A., it's always a burger that was happily raised by the owner's barber, Jeff, spelled Geoff.
Of course, yeah.
I just want a cheeseburger. I want a burger made from a cow that was born and raised to be a burger. All right? I don't want a burger with dreams or hope. I want a burger that knew the deal. And I want a cheese that is
45 at Q95. Everybody okay?
Yeah.
It's the Bob and Tom Show.
Now, were you listening? Because if you were listening, you know what I'm talking about.
Huh?
But if you weren't listening, I'm not telling you about it. So just pay close attention, okay? That's all I'm saying. And continue to pay close attention. And Christy
I'm so poor I can't pay attention.
Christy has a small update for us. Thank you.
Cloudy today. Look for a high of 34. It'll be windy, 10 to 15 mile per hour winds throughout the day. Overcast tonight down to 25. Partly cloudy over the weekend. 35, 36 degrees for the high. 31 now.
Thank you very much, Christy Lee. The show is called Bob and Tom Tonight. It's on tonight at 11:30, My Indie TV 23. Also, special midnight showing tomorrow evening, Saturday night. Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Let's see now. There's Ace, check. There's Chicky. Joshy,
Chicky.
Christy, Willie, this is Tom speaking, and Patty G is in the other room. It's good to
There's
see
like
everybody.
3 people that call me Chicky, and you're not one of them.
I just
okay?
did it. I'm in charge.
Well, that's for sure.
Oh, listen to that. Are you kidding me? That's the track phone hotline.
Hello, Bob and Tom Show.
This is Dick Hitzwater sitting in for Megan Whoopi with a special edition of Some Other News.
Special edition. Wow.
Attention parents, a new study has concluded what many of us have long suspected. If your young children are well behaved, they stand a greater chance of having healthy, happy lives as adults.
Oh, nice.
Well, naturally, all parents wonder if their children are well behaved, so here is a 3-question test to help you determine if your child is well behaved.
Oh, okay.
Question 1. When you tell your 7-year-old daughter to go to her room and think about what she's done, does she, A, go quietly to her room to reflect on her behavior, or does she, B, go to her room and immediately decapitate her Barbie doll?
Oh. Bad sign.
Warning, yes. Wow. Question 2. You catch your 8-year-old son playing with matches. When you tell him that is dangerous, does he say, I'm sorry, A? He says, okay, first he says, I'm out. Edna, help me with the teleprompter, would you? Okay. A, I'm sorry, I'll never do that again. Or does he say, B, if you think you're pissed now, wait until you find out I removed all the smoke alarm batteries. And finally, question number 3. You give your unruly 6-year-old a 10-minute timeout. Does he, A, learn from his mistake and cry in his room? Or does he, B, quietly say to you, you have 11 minutes to live?
Oh, my. Yeah.
Jeez.
Ooh, well, this is Dick Hitzwater sitting in for Megan Whoopi, and this has been a special edition of Some Other News.
Special.
Kind of dark. Children of the Corn.
Right.
Damien, it's all for you. Okay.
Okay, Christy, what have you got over there?
New research out there suggests identical twins are not perfect genetic clones. Scientists sequenced DNA from 387 pairs of identical twins, as well as from their parents, children, and spouses. They were able to find early mutations that separate identical twins. These differences, which represent a tiny portion of each twin's genetic code, could influence why one twin is taller or why one twin is at greater risk for certain illnesses. If you'd like more information, if you're a twin, you can find it in Nature Genetics.
I think we're a clone now.
And that is a legitimate Weird Al song. Did you know that?
Is it really?
Yes.
Really?
When Tiffany's "I Think We're Alone Now" came out, her version, I think I'm a clone now.
Oh.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry.
Okie doke.
Did you ever go to school with twins that dressed the same?
Yeah, occasionally. They didn't always
when
dress
they
the
were
same.
kids.
Yeah.
Tanya and Tammy, I think, or something like that.
Jackie and Julie.
Twins.
Paul and David.
Paul and David.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Didn't they sing a summer song?
It was Chad and Jeremy.
Oh, sorry.
Wow.
They didn't allow twins in my school because they thought they brought witchcraft. So.
Oh, man, they're out of here.
Well, this study's wrong because obviously one of them has to be evil. Right?
Isn't that
right? Yeah.
Isn't that true in the world? Isn't it true in the world of magic that twins are like? Doesn't Copperfield have a twin? Didn't we hear that?
Triplets.
Triplets.
He does?
Triplets.
That he uses in his stunts?
Yeah. Like, isn't that that seems like that's cheating?
That makes
No, it's
sense.
part of the
No,
fun.
it's an
There's a whole
illusion.
movie about that too. Yeah.
Yeah, there's a
There is?
documentary.
Yeah, pretty much everything you're saying today is pretty hackneyed.
So doesn't Weird Al have a song?
I'm just going to listen to the Isley Brothers. You guys.
Chick, you haven't seen that documentary about Penn and Teller?
Nope. I've learned my
It
lesson.
sounds like a law firm.
Anything that pops into my head, I'm shutting it off, man.
Well, I mean, there's the one twin and the others for parts.
Oh, is that right?
Oh my
Isn't that a horror film classic?
Yeah, I'm sure.
So is that a
Part of history.
That was actually,
Okay.
yeah. Hey, today, January 8th, is always celebrated Bubble Bath Day.
Oh.
So you guys can all go home and have a soothing, quiet
When's
bubble bath.
the last time?
Yeah.
Happy Chinooka.
Yes.
Take a love bath, baby.
When's the last time you took a bath?
This is garbage.
No, it isn't. This is a great
Pretty
song.
bad. This is
When you consider what he wrote,
Right.
and then he had the
Right.
balls to
Tears
put
of a
this
clown
out.
to this.
Just a second. He's about to tell you how to take a
I
look
know,
at it. If
I
you
love
just
this.
shut up,
Okay.
here it comes.
Put some water in the tub
You writing this down? Water in the tub.
Water in the tub.
Check.
Got it.
What about
hot water?
Oh, body rub. Okay.
Wait a second, Pat.
Lovin'?
Good point,
Gotcha.
Pat.
Yeah,
What'd he
doesn't
say?
to make
Hot
you gotta
water.
make it hot.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Teach you a lot about a cold love bath. There's
what I
probably,
take.
there's probably some guy that
Well,
wants
that was a Whitney Houston hit, wasn't it?
was her last hit,
you know
yeah.
what? I apologize. All this week, I've been off. I'm sorry.
That's right after her
I'm
last
sorry.
hit.
Next week, new week next week. Brand new, yeah.
Can you come up here, Chick?
I don't know if I'm up here or way down here.
Oh,
You
you're
can't
up
see
here,
me.
baby.
You're so low, you've become high.
Yeah, maybe that's it.
Come back around.
As,
I'm gonna eat myself here any
as the
minute.
coroner said, more ice. Okay. Let's get back to Smokey. Touching. Closest can be.
It's getting mighty slippery.
Okay, seriously, this is the kind of thing I want to see in our judicial system. Like some judge going, look, you did Tears of a Clown.
I agree.
And this is, you're in jail for a year.
Yeah, or every American citizen, if they see you in public, gets to slap you once.
Yes.
What
I
is
think it's a
wrong
good
with you
song.
people?
I agree.
This is so bad.
No, it's
terrible.
not.
Okay.
It's like a parody.
It's got
Yeah, it's a joke.
So it's cute.
No.
Did he mean this as
Yes,
a joke?
he thinks it's sexy.
Well,
The body.
Don't you think you're the one that said you wanted to take a love bath, Josh? You wanted to get some candles and
With me, yeah, I want to get a very big bath and with candles all around it and hot water.
and then you sit
so I
in
can
the
spread my legs.
you sit in the tub and wallow in your own filth.
No, this is the soap.
I've lived in the present compound coming up 4.5 years, and I've never been in my bathtub.
Yeah, I've not been in mine.
Chick, is your bathtub close to the wall?
Mine's right next.
What do you mean close to the wall?
I feel like bathtubs are always close to the wall. I want a bath in the middle of a room.
Well,
So
yeah.
like a nice claw bath?
Yes.
Oh, a nice.
Makes sense.
Yeah, the new freestanding tub is the way to go.
That's
yeah.
what I'm looking for.
Prince do a video with him in the tub in the middle of the controversy or something.
Who cares?
And I have a plate of meat and cheeses.
What do you mean? Who cares? It's bubble bath day. You're not going to go home and take a bubble bath today?
No.
Oh.
No thanks.
Yeah, I'm not.
Right.
If someone you cared about deeply told you, I just got out of the bathtub, what would you say to them?
Do I have to go clean it now?
You wouldn't drive home real fast?
That's what you would say.
Rip your clothes off?
I clean the tub a lot. I've got 2 little girls that like to.
Christy, my offer still stands. For
What's
you
that?
You to bathe me and nothing sexual. Just clean my body.
Are you familiar with the so-called bath bomb?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
If this would happen, Christy would be in the hazmat suit. Head to toe.
Look at me.
Josh is out splayed out in the tub.
Ma'am, we mind getting behind the knees?
Okay. Are you done now? Everybody happy? I have some requests we're going to get to,
Have
including
you been in a bathtub with another person, Tom?
Please tell us the truth.
a regular bathtub.
Any kind of bathtub. You,
No, I've been in a hot tub.
but you've never taken a bath
Wait a
with
minute, you've
your
been in a
loved one.
hot tub?
When was that?
This is exciting. Wow.
You haven't been in
Pat, that was the last time I got out of a hot tub.
Why don't we get to meet Hot Tub Tom? Why are we stuck with this
Because
Tom?
we don't have the time
Hot
machine.
Tub Tom was rehab Tom.
Oh, I
arm
see that. Yeah,
thing.
that-
Yeah.
Not fun.
Wasn't really.
Oh, yeah.
Clinical.
You know,
Back in that drug addiction rehab tub. He was fine.
No, not that rehab. It was the other kind. Well, when we come back, we got a little Rodney Carrington coming up for you, and the car kit.
Yes.
From Knight Rider in the news, as is the Mercedes 56-inch dashboard screen. And we got a pig, and apparently, how's the pig challenge going, Pat?
I've been done for about a half hour. Yeah.
Okay, we got the pig song coming up. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Text us at 888-262-8661. More Bob and Tom next. State law.
Hi, this is Dr. Will Miller, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hey, don't forget, if you missed today's show or you'd like to hear it again, we do have a replay available for you. Beginning at 1 p.m. Eastern today, it's Bob and Tom's All-Day Replay, hosted by our friend Christopher, starting at 1 p.m. Eastern. We'll replay today's show back-to-back and then again back-to-back right here on Bob and Tom 24/7. More of the Bob and Tom Show right after this.
Hi, everybody. Christy Lee from the Navy Federal Credit Union News Desk. New research suggests the COVID-19 vaccine made by Pfizer and BioNTech can still work against a mutated coronavirus. Two highly contagious new variants of the virus have the world on edge. One was first discovered in Britain, the other in South Africa, but they share one common mutation. Pfizer researchers say laboratory testing shows that mutation does not block their vaccine. A city in northern China is offering rewards of $77 for anyone who reports on a resident who's not taken a coronavirus test. The offer from the government and Ningong comes as millions in the city and the surrounding province of Hebei are being tested as part of an effort to control China's most serious recent outbreak of infections. China has largely controlled local transmission of the virus through the use of measures considered extreme and highly intrusive by some, including lockdowns of entire cities, close electronic monitoring of people's movements, and bans on traveling to and from parts of the country. Speaking of Asia, Asian shares are mostly higher on hopes for additional economic stimulus after the United States Congress confirmed Joe Biden as winner of the presidential election. South Korean and Australian shares also rose. Wall Street rallied to more record highs as investors hope the Democratic sweep of Washington means help is likely for American businesses. And that's your news. I'm Christy Lee. More of the Bob and Tom Show coming up.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
My roommate's boyfriend is so loud when he finishes, he lets out like a Tarzan yell.
Wow. I wonder how loud she is. I hear her boyfriend's name is Tom.
You can see your son's face.
Yeah.
Like you can. All of our face.
I don't really yell when I'm done. I just go, I'm sorry, that never happened. That's the usual.
Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hey, guy, it's Kid Tarmac. You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7. Take that to the bank. 24/7. I know.
Hi, I'm Bert.
And I'm Ellie.
And we're proud to announce our new breakfast treat, Bert and Ellie's Muffin.
The Bert and Ellie Muffin is delicious. But don't take our word for it. Here's our spokesperson, Eddie Van Halen.
Hey, thanks, man. Hi, Eddie Van Halen here. You know, I love munching on Bert and Ellie's Muffin. In fact, I was just telling my wife, Valerie, Bert and Ellie's Muffin is the best thing I've ever put in my mouth. Man, this is finger-licking good.
I bet.
This muffin is so good. I just can't keep it to myself. I suggest you eat Bert and Ellie's Muffin today. Pick one up on your way home, dude, or stop by Bert and Ellie's spot the next time you eat out. Look for the big pink smiling lips downtown next to the Y.
Thanks, Eddie.
I can't stop mowing down on this.
Okay, 801 at Q95. It's the Bob and Tom Show.
Code Gunner. Quick forecast from Christy Lee.
Q95 Fox 59 weekend weather brought to you by CarX.
Weekend weather.
Cloudy today, near steady temperatures. Overcast down to 25 overnight. Partly cloudy for the weekend. 35 for Saturday's high. 36 on Sunday. Currently windy, 31 degrees.
Thank you very much, Christy. Window Nation kicking off the new year with their most popular deal ever on new windows. Josh, how are the new windows at your place?
They look so good. There's no, that draft that used to come in is not coming in anymore. And listen to me, right now is the time to get your new windows from Window Nation. Make no payments for 2 full years when you buy 2 windows from Window Nation, and get 2 free windows for every 2 you buy. Make no down payment, no payments or interest at all for 2 full years.
That's Window Nation. Buy now and save. Pay off those holiday bills with lower energy bills this year and beautify your home with new windows.
Hurry up, too. This 000 buy 2, get 2 free offer does end soon. 2 windows free for every 2 you buy with no limit and 0 down payment, 0 payments, and 0 interest for 2 years.
Start the new year with new windows and incredible savings. I'm talking about my friends at Window Nation. Go to windownation.com to schedule your virtual consultation. Thank you very much. Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Ace Cosby is, of course, the engineer here. running the controls, and he's the proprietor of the Ace Cosby Joke of the Day, which is about to happen right. Are you kidding right now?
Oh, my.
Oh, all right. Just get right to it. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the cultural center of the universe with Ace Cosby.
New year, new resolutions. I planned on taking up archery.
Oh, how about that?
Yeah, too many drawbacks.
There sure are. Way too many.
Get it? Okay, thank you very much. Let's see, where were we? Oh, there's Chick, Josh, I'm Tom, Willie. Patty G is in the other room.
Yeah, I thought Pat was going to do a tribute to pigs. Isn't that right?
Well,
we haven't gotten to the pig story
there's a
yet.
pig story in the news. Go ahead.
Okay.
Police in Arizona rescued a potbelly pig that was found on the side of the highway last Monday. Pig was found next to Interstate 89 between Flagstaff and Cameron. They were able to lasso the pig, load him into a squad car, and take him to an animal shelter. Their Facebook post stated that, quote, with just an empty water dish to keep it company, the poor pig appeared to have been banded the side of the road.
The pig news, harmless citizen of ours for no reason arrested and thrown in jail.
That's right. Just having a nice time at the side of the road drinking some water.
Yeah.
Police report a few days later the pig was in great shape and had been returned to his owner. So if they abandoned him, that didn't make sense.
Kind of mysterious as to what happened to the pig.
Yeah.
I thought it was going to be the good news: free bacon for local residents.
This was in Arizona.
Yes.
Indeed.
Get along, little hoggy. I just love the fact that they lassoed the thing.
Yeah.
Is it lassoed or lassoed?
Lassoed.
Lassoed.
I don't think anyone says lassoed, but
Lassoed.
you weirdo.
Lassoed sounds like something that an attorney would do.
Scottish woman would do.
Yeah.
So the cop had a special rope.
lasso?
And that's kind of cool. Good for them.
Why would you give it back to an owner who'd abandoned it?
Well,
Yeah, that's what I said.
It's not very clear what happened.
I feel bad for the guy who saw the pig in the back of the cop car, and when it drove by, he pointed and yelled, "Pig!" The police officer didn't quite understand.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. And now you got to. We gave you a song to challenge this.
I thought the Group America would work for this. Just a couple cops policing a busy road. Cars are speeding. Some must be towed. Then up ahead, we can barely make it out somehow. It's an abandoned, pot-bellied sow wow, suey sow wow, wow, wow. Pig on a highway, pork on the shoulder. Where he shouldn't be sitting, someone's gonna hit him. Where's his owner? You know, we gotta stop. He's going E-I-E-I-O. We're Arizona troopers on our shift. Now we gotta give this pig a lift. It's slimy, smelly, has no hair, and there's a whiff of pig poop in the air. In the air, you know, it's doo-doo-doo, doo-doo-doo-doo-doo, doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo.
My God, that was beautiful.
How about that?
All about a pig.
Pork
say
on the
what
shoulder.
say what you want about America, but they had beautiful melodies,
did,
okay?
didn't they?
Come on.
Yes.
Some of the laziest lyric writing in the history of
Come
songs.
on.
Very character-based.
No love that, that's for sure.
Now, I still don't get the story.
I don't either.
There's a pig with a bowl of water next to it on the side of a freeway.
I didn't know about the bowl of water.
Yeah, I said
Yeah.
that. Nobody
And-
listens to me.
I'm sorry, what?
So someone apparently abandoned this pig, but then they say at the end they found the owners?
Yes. Makes no sense.
Maybe did the pig take off on his own?
Maybe.
Saw mom and dad bring home a new griddle.
Oh, so you think this is a Babe Big Pig in the City 2 situation?
Could be. I don't know. I'm not sure what's going
Have
on.
you seen Babe, the movie? It is a wonderful movie.
It is a wonderful
It's absolutely
a great
wonderful.
movie. That'll do, pig. That'll do. I burst into tears every time.
The sequel to that movie was taught in my screenwriting classes, and it really follows the monomyth, and it's incredible.
Oh, it's amazing. It's an amazing movie.
Babe 2?
James Cromwell is incredible.
Yeah.
Should have won everything that year.
Okay, very good.
The pig should have been supporting. I can't say enough about it.
Okay, now we have a couple requests here I want to squeeze in. How are we on time? Okay,
we have plenty.
Okay, good. This is often requested.
I think Pat and Josh and I should start singing all the time. That
sounded
nice.
nice.
That was beautiful.
Harmony right there for America was pretty good, Tom.
One more time.
I think if you listen, later on, we should probably just
I was singing along too.
Yeah, you actually
I heard
covered
you
like
in
the
there,
bass line at the end. It was awesome. Yeah, it was great.
Pig doo doo.
I heard
Pig
you
doo-doo?
I heard you add nothing.
No, he did. He added some bottom.
I'd say it was.
Well,
he is a bottom.
For that ass. Okay.
Probably pretty elementary harmonies were happening. I'd say. Yeah.
The point is, this is a song about something we were kind of talking about. It's a little bit of Rodney Carrington.
I'm getting married to my pickup truck. It never leaves me when I'm down on my luck. It doesn't shop at fancy stores or have a lawyer or want a divorce. No, it doesn't care if I stay out late. It doesn't bitch about the money I make. We'll be together till the end. It won't sleep with my best friend. I'm gonna get down on one knee and ask my truck if it'll marry me. I'll never drive another car. We'll honeymoon at the bar. I'm gonna have the time of my life. The exhaust pipe's tighter than my ex-wife. You think I'm crazy, but listen to this. I can bring home a hooker and it won't get pissed. No, the wedding ring won't cost me $1 when I get married to my pickup truck.
Rodney Carrington live in the studio and a little tribute, and then I'm going to make this a twofer.
Are you?
Well, this one's about
a double shot.
Since that thing, that pig was at the side of the road.
Two for Friday.
And yesterday we had what was it? A llama wandered off the highway
in
at the side.
Massachusetts. They're still looking for the llama.
So this is about an incident at the side of the road.
Is your mama a llama?
I remember way back when I was just a boy going places with my mom and dad. It used to scare me to death how Mama used to act after 6 or 7 beers she's had. We were sitting at a table when Mama got disabled, all the liquor running to her head. And soon I got to choking. Daddy wasn't joking when he grabbed me by the arm and said, "Don't look now, Mama's got her boobs out showing everybody in town." Faces turning red, we were wishing we were dead. There were people standing all around. Yeah. When Mama gets to drinking, there ain't much thinking. There's nothing anybody can do. You just hope and pray there never comes a day when Mama's out drinking with you. Well, we got her in a truck and we started driving home, and Mama said she had to go. Daddy pulled it over, we were standing on the shoulder while Mom was putting on a show. Well, he started up the truck and Mama stood up with her pants still around her knees. When we heard Mama holler, "If you give me $1, well, I'll let you take a peek at these." Don't look now, Mama's got her boobs out showing everybody in town. Faces turning red, we were wishing we were dead. There were people standing all around. When Mama gets to drinking, there ain't much thinking. There's nothing anybody can do. You just hope and pray there never comes a day when Mama's out drinking with you. You just hope and pray there never comes a day when Mama's out drinking with you.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Rodney. Now, Pat, a couple hours in the show, we had something a couple hours ago. We had a couple very interesting things happen. One, Chick McGee did a advanced early bonus version of the Shoe-In of the Week. We're going to have the regular official NEPA Auto Parts presents the Shoe-In of the Week coming up in about an hour. Is that correct?
I don't know.
Well,
we don't have to. I do not know. It's playoff weekend, Tom. Everything's off the table.
Okay, so that was the plan. And we also had
Thunderdome in here.
We had an unusual news story. And, Pat, I think you can recreate the moment here. We had a story about a world record.
Why did you drag the Shoe-In of the Week into this awkward setup that you've made more awkward?
because I was talking about two things that happened very early on, and they happened in a similar time frame, you see.
I still don't get it. Pat, what are you going to play?
I think he's setting up something. I have three things it might be.
Because during that same sportscast, this is where this ties in,
I got it,
Chick McGee had a news story about the world's largest spam musubi. Is that how you pronounce it? Which I've never heard of.
Yeah.
Apparently, a musubi, according to this, is a sushi-like dish made with rice layers of spam and seaweed.
Yeah,
These people made
it kind of looks like if you get eel at the sushi bar. You know how they have the eel on top of the rice and they wrap the seaweed around it? Yeah.
Twitter has exploded. This dish is amazingly good.
Okay, well, in any event, and they did it to help raise money for a soup kitchen. All really good, and I just thought it was interesting. But I'd never heard of, even though I eat Japanese food all the time,
right?
Salmon nigiri, sushimi, et cetera, I'd never heard of musubi. And Pat wrote a quick tribute to it, which I thought was really nice.
Here we go. Well, a woman you take on the very first date may be kind of fussy. She may want lobster, may want steak, or that very pricey sushi. I know this cheap Hawaiian place that puts spam in the fish's place. It'll be your saving grace. It's called masubi. Masubi. An affordable, tasty treat. Masubi. With spam, it's cheap to eat.
Yeah.
Hey, Pat, fussy and sushi don't rhyme.
I know, it's a near rhyme, John.
You go pushy, that would be close.
Can we write Masubi, Subi, don't you love me? Can't we? Did we not do that?
We can
How
do
about Masusubio?
You took the words right out of my mouth. Masusubio.
Shatter. Masubi.
Sususubio, one of Phil Collins' rare bad moves. Right now, I want to remind you that we do have the shoe into the week coming up. Also, I want to talk to you a little bit about ED. Yikes, erectile dysfunction. Who wants to talk about that? I'll make it quick because if you've lost your mojo, I got good news for you. You don't have to use those excuses anymore because you're probably a candidate for this stuff. Let's just find out what I'm talking about. It's Roman, a pharmaceutical distributor, and they can give you access to some of those miraculous pharmaceuticals. How do you get them? Well, you have to first find out if you are, in fact, a candidate for them. That's when you deal with a healthcare professional with a free online evaluation. So find out what I'm talking about by going to getroman.com/wood. Complete that free online visit. If you are indeed a candidate, by the way, Roman is famous for their free 2-day shipping. ED, tough to tackle, but maybe now you can get part of your life back. GetRoman.com/wood. Do it right now. By the way, if approved, you'll get $15 off your first order of ED treatment. That's GetRoman.com/wood for $15 off. GetRoman.com/wood. Coming up, speaking of automobiles, trucks, et cetera, we have the Knight Rider car up for sale and the 56-inch screen in a Mercedes. Could happen. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Morning laughter just might be the best medicine.
If you want to turn your daddy parts orange, eat some Cheetos and watch some porn.
Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hey, Mark Allison with you, rolling through a Friday morning. It is January 8th, 2021. We're skating at full strength, and if you get a chance today, check out the Bob and Tom podcasts. We have 3 of them to choose from. The Bob and Tom Show Extra podcast, something extra, every weekday afternoon. It should load up around 3 p.m. Eastern time. Also, that Josh Arnold podcast. Hey, what are you listening to? That Josh Arnold podcast. Hosted by, Josh Arnold, discussing topics of interest that you might learn something about. And, of course, our Bits and Pieces podcast. It's a dive into the archives with Willie G, Jess, Jessica, and Jason. Just go to bobandtom.com/podcasts to download for free.
Hi, everybody. Christy Lee from the Navy Federal Credit Union Entertainment News Desk. The Elvis Presley birthday celebration at Graceland will still happen today, and it will stream online as usual. There just will be fewer people in person. Local officials in Memphis will mark Presley's 1935 birth with a proclamation and, of course, cake. Usually the event is free and open to the public, but this year it's ticketed with social distance protocols in place due to the pandemic. If you'd like, you can watch the event on Presley's official Facebook page. And it's new scientific research that may cause people to stop referring to identical twins as, well, identical. Scientists in Iceland have turned up evidence that identical twins are not exactly the same genetically. The study looked at DNA sequences from 387 pairs of identical twins, that is, those produced by a single fertilized egg, in case you forgot your biology. And the study shows the average set of identical twins have 5.2 early genetic differences, but about 15% of identical twin pairs have more genetic differences, and in some cases, as many as 100. Before now, the prevailing wisdom was that physical differences between identical twins were based on things like nutrition or lifestyle. Could be in the genes. And that's your news. I'm Christy Lee. More of the Bob and Tom Show on the way.
Essential Morning Radio. All day and all night.
Really? No, seriously. Really?
Bob and Tom 24/7. 24/7. 24/7.
And now an important message from your friends at Frigamall Orthopedic Laboratories.
Hi, Brenda. Ready to go jogging?
Sorry, Christy. I can't. Didn't you notice I'm limping?
What happened? Did you blow a knee out?
Well, my knees do hurt.
What do you mean?
Well, we were on our way home last night and Bob started feeling romantic, so we pulled down a gravel road. And today, my knees are really killing me.
Girlfriend, I've got just the thing for you. They're called Attagirl knee pads.
With their soft, cushiony padding, you can say goodbye to sore and scraped knees. Attagirl knee pads fit right in your purse, so you can take them anywhere. Perfect for a Friday night date or that important job interview.
Hey, Brenda, how'd it go last night?
Well, my knees feel great. But, do the Attagirl people make lozenges?
You whore.
Attagirl knee pads. Order today, and you'll receive a free head helmet. You'll love wearing this stylish tabletop helmet with its flat, level surface, big enough to hold his beer, remote control, and a magazine.
Attagirl knee pads.
Protective goggles sold separately.
Hey, it's Roy Wood Jr. You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
And then I was going to talk about washers and dryers, how the new washers and dryers are going to email us and text us when a load is done or a lint filter needs to be changed.
Brilliant.
Yeah, that's a good idea, too.
I don't know. Like we don't get enough emails from people. Now I got to talk to my appliances.
Yeah.
That's the last thing I need. I'm out to dinner. Oh, who keeps texting you? Oh, yeah, my dishwasher's pissed off at me. The fridge thinks its door is open. The cable box is on. The whole house is angry. I got to get out of here. Enjoy your dinner.
That's great. Is that true, though, about the texting appliances, or is that a premise? Guaranteed.
No, that's absolutely. I read about that, and I was so excited. I'm like, I'm going to get this on the Tonight Show before everybody else starts doing jokes about washers and dryers. And of course, I forget it, and I sit down and Jay goes, "Yeah, you'll do it the next time. Don't worry about it."
That's a great joke, though. That's so.
I just went on a date with one girl, and she was wearing a skirt and a pair of jeans under the skirt. She was trying to say, "Hey, Matt, here's two things you're not getting into tonight."
Bob and Tom, 24/7. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
You just ruined it.
Monkey.
Okay.
Baby.
Now,
the big sweetie.
Christy Lee.
Yes.
Did we do the story? Well, what you do? You do what you want next. I'm going to look for something I've been trying to find here.
So that means you're not going to be paying attention? So
I'm paying attention. Go ahead.
David Hasselhoff's personal Knight Rider car has gone up for auction. The vehicle, a fully functional kit car, which stands for, of course, anyone?
Something technology.
Knight Industries 2000. The modified 1982 Pontiac Firebird Trans Am is among a lot of other items being auctioned off by the actor who portrayed Michael Knight in the series.
Uh-oh.
What?
Oh, is this where we are?
David Hasselhoff has had a tough year. He can't get to Germany.
Does he have are the orange floaties from Baywatch next? What's going on here?
The description states that if the final vehicle price exceeds the reserve by 25%, Hasselhoff will personally deliver the car to the winning bidder.
Wow.
That's kind of fun.
As of today, the car has received 8 bids for $475,000. The original estimate was between $175,000 and $300,000. Bidding is set to end on January 23rd.
Wow.
Man.
Yikes.
I wonder if William Daniels is pre-recorded on the...
I was wondering that, too.
He's the one who did the voice
sure.
kit. So
Boy, you got to be a fan, don't you?
Yeah, you sure do.
Well, somebody must be if they're forking over that much money.
Do you think he's made much modifications since it's been on the show, since the 80s?
Oh. I don't know.
I bet he hasn't touched it.
Well, I know in about 2012 he had to install the breathalyzer inside to make it start it.
Yeah. The cheeseburger and french fry incident on the floor.
So you're saying he's got money problems, you think?
I don't know.
How far are we from an OnlyFans page, Josh?
For David Hasselhoff?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Oh, the Hoff is hot.
I'd hassle my Hoff to him. Wow.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Very nice.
That's a gay thing to say.
It's not wrong. It's
right. No, yeah. I'm not judging you. I'm just saying that's a
very, very gay.
Night spitter.
Speaking of cars, Mercedes.
I get nothing from Chick. Not even going to acknowledge that I said that. Okay.
Mercedes-Benz Thursday revealed a 56-inch video dashboard screen that nearly spans the width of their new car interior.
I think Josh has a response on this.
Yes?
That's too big.
I can't see that far away.
Accelerating the auto industry's race to turn the vehicle into a computer on wheels. The MBUX Hyperscreen debuts this spring in the new electric sedan, the Mercedes-Benz EQS.
Wow.
So, do you get theater seats as well?
Tough to drive. I mean, if you're watching a movie, I can't.
So the part even way over to the right beyond by the passenger side is also a computer screen.
Apparently.
Haven't you heard that song about guys that can't watch TV screens that are under 56? I can't watch 55.
There you go. Makes sense. Okay, well, very interesting. Time now to celebrate with more song. This is a song that celebrates the passing of the year 2020, and it's available as a video on the various Bob and Tom social media platforms. It's called Good Riddance 2020.
It's been a tough year, haven't had much fun.
So many bad things.
Glad it's almost done.
Coronavirus. Yeah, we're still dealing with that.
Thanks to some clumsy scientist or some guy who ate a bite.
Can't go to work, doing business in my living room.
Naked from the waist down.
Should've bought stock in Zoom.
Toilet paper shortage. Our underwear is marked with skids.
We're all popping Prozac because we're teaching our own kids. Good riddance 2020. Boy, what a crappy year.
Couldn't go to concerts or ball games.
Thank God for weed and beer.
Adios 2020. You made us cancel everything.
You took Regis and Wilford Brimley.
But you left this Larry King?
Yeah, I'm going to live forever, man.
You killed the best James Bond.
And Black Panther. What the heck?
And this TV icon died in November. Who is Alex Trebek?
Meghan Markle and Prince Harry are royalty no more. Oh, and Little Richard and Kenny Rogers.
Yet royalties no more.
Good riddance 2020. You've been a gigantic pain.
We missed bowling, strip clubs, and theme parks.
And getting free upgrades on a plane.
Masks in 2020 and washing hands like we're all neurotic. And it's your fault we know the names. Carol Baskin and Joe Exotic.
Tiger King and Tiger King. Tiger King and Tiger.
Well, there was unrest in the streets. And everybody talking about that election.
Ugly posts and hateful tweets.
And Jeffrey Toobin's erection.
Wildfires flaring, murder hornets every place.
Stores full of Karens.
And the joke of the day with Ace.
You're welcome.
2020, thanks for screwing up our plans. No dating or random hookups. Thank God for OnlyFans. We're all in this together, so just you wait and see. We'll say goodbye 2020 and get back to normalcy.
Wait a minute. What? Normalcy? Normality is the word. I'm sorry, you wanted to be wrong. It's okay, I'll be wrong.
Shut up!
Normality. That's what it's supposed to be. Okay. Thank you very much, Ace. Once again, the video of that is available on the various Bob and Tom social media platforms. I'll also remind you that you can see what's going on during this show on whatever you got there, whatever that device is, at bobandtom.com/live. See what's happening. And also, we have our show, Bob and Tom Tonight. You can get information about all that stuff. Where do you get it, Josh?
I wasn't paying enough attention to you just now to answer the
At
question.
bobandtom.com.
I was talking about your
you know what?
your members only page.
You cannot
where it's
you
just
cannot criticize his honesty. Okay?
No, you cannot.
Okay, all right, okay.
I only say that because him talking is the only thing I heard as well. So no, you go right ahead. We all hang on your every word. But you talk so much. See,
okay, sorry. So I give the floor to you. Go ahead.
We'll be right back with Christy Lee. What do you have news coming up? What do you got?
Oh, we got a burglar in the news. We've got naked photos of a famous person. And we have a stolen snowplow.
Oh.
Top 3 people you want to see naked.
Dom DeLuise.
Famous people.
Oh, they have to be alive? Okay.
No, live or dead. Hemingway, DeLuise. And,
Orson Welles.
Orson Welles. Yeah, right.
Oh, that's a lot
Marlon
of...
Brando there at the end. Yeah.
Ooh, blubbery. Okay. Well, we'll be back with that and more. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
You can find us on Twitter at Bob and Tom, or you can email us at bobandtom@bobandtom.com. This is the Bob and Tom Show. This is Bob and Tom 24/7. 24/7. 24/7. 24/7.
Oh, Bob and Tom Show. Good morning. I'm Mark Allison. Do you have the Bob and Tom Show app right there on your phone? Well, you should. It's free. You can get it for free. Did I mention it's free at the iTunes or Google Play Store? Just download the Bob and Tom app, and next thing you know, you can listen to your local radio station. Tune in to Bob and Tom 24/7. Even listen to those Bob and Tom free podcasts I talked about. Even set an alarm that'll wake you up with the show. Imagine that. Christy Lee, the first voice you hear in the morning. Oh, yeah. You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
I'm Chick McGee with your Bob and Tom Sports Update. Cleveland Browns have placed safety Rodney Harrison on the COVID reserve list as they await permission from the NFL to practice for their first playoff game in 18 years. Harrison is the latest on the list for Cleveland, who will be without Coach Kevin Stefanski against the Steelers in Pittsburgh after he tested positive with the virus. NFL Chief Medical Officer Dr. Alan Sills says there has been some spread amongst the Browns players. And the Montreal Canadiens in the NHL will be able to play home games despite the Quebec government's imposition of a curfew aimed at curbing COVID in the province. Quebec's premier says the new measures will take effect on Saturday and remain in place until at least February 8th. And in college basketball last night, top-ranked Gonzaga opened on a 23-2 run and improved to 11-0 by beating BYU 86-69. I'm Chick McGee, and that's your Bob and Tom Sports Update.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
After talking with a group of massage parlor operators who urged the authorities to reopen their venues as soon as possible due to economic pain, Mr. Faris...
As the eye can see.
It's better. Faris Karasanar Awiwong.
No, you're pronouncing it wrong.
Awiwong.
Here's how you pronounce it. I looked this guy's up. It's Karasanar Awiwong. Karis there. Wing wing. Walla walla wing wong. Did I get it right?
Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Bob and Tom. You can pick your morning radio show, and you can pick your nose, but you can't wipe Bob and Tom on the couch.
We had a guy die there that one.
Oh, that's right. I know the story.
I've seen some bad shows, but
now this guy actually died. A comedian named Ron Douglas actually died.
He died stopped breathing. Died.
He stopped breathing. Died.
Did he die in the green room?
He died in the green room.
And everybody went home and didn't know that.
And Larry Reed was there, and I was there.
And you didn't know he was dead.
No, I thought he was sleeping.
So you left him there.
We left him.
So you all the second show. So you all went home.
We all went home. So he's dead on the couch.
So you get a call the next morning.
We get a call the next morning, and Larry answered the phone. We were both staying in the same condo. Larry answered. He just hear he beat me to the phone. He got there. He says, "What? Who? Dead?"
That's Larry Reed.
Yeah. This is all I'm hearing. What? Who? Dead?
That
could be the funniest thing I've ever heard in this room.
If you could do an impression of a guy with 3 words and nail it.
Who? Dead. And I've got this look on my face of Larry like, what? He hangs up the phone, looks right at me, and says, "Frickin' Ron's dead."
That's it.
That was it.
Hey, don't say we didn't warn you. There's laughter ahead.
You guys want to grab lunch?
We can't go anymore.
Holy
That's
cow.
a good day's work, everybody.
This is Bob and Tom 24/7.
Jimmy Schubert is our guest.
I'll tell you, something happened to me the other day. I was in this diner getting breakfast, and I'm looking at the menu, and I get a stick on the menu called a protein scramble, and I'm looking at it, and basically it's an egg omelet with chicken meat in it. Which is wrong. I mean, you don't take the eggs out of the chicken and then cook the chicken and put it in the eggs. Okay, that's too much chicken.
8:44 at Q95. It's the Bob and Tom Show.
Pleasant-voiced lady would be Christy Lee with the weather forecast update.
Q95 Fox 59 weekend weather update brought to you by the CarX Man. Cloudy today, near steady temperatures right around 32 degrees. Very windy today. 25 overnight. And then for the weekend, we will see some sunshine warming up a bit. 35 on Saturday, 36 on Sunday, 31 right now.
Okay, and you heard the man, as he said, so be paying attention because the man will be talking again throughout the day on Q95 with your shot at some serious cash. So just pay close attention as you enjoy whatever it is you're enjoying. And I'll remind you also that we're going to be on the TV tonight. It's Bob and Tom tonight, and you can find that, of course, at MyIndyTV 23. This is the Bob and Tom Show. Happy to be here, 2021. It's happening.
Yes.
We just did our tribute to 2020. We hope that our 2021 tribute is a lot different. In the meantime, I'll introduce everybody. There's Ace Cosby, there's Chick, there's Josh. Christy Lee's over there. Patty G is in there. Those two are behind the glass. Willie G's right next to me.
Hey.
This is Tom speaking. Welcome back to the Bob and Tom program. Happy to be here. Coming up, the shoe-in of the week with every game in the NFL will be picked this week. It's a big playoff weekend, but now we return to Christy Lee in the Navy Federal Credit Union newsroom.
A suspected burglar in Indiana was located after police followed his shoe prints in the snow. South Bend police responded to the Volcano restaurant over the weekend after an alarm was activated.
Oh, Vesuvius? Is that?
According to ABC 57.
We're on. You're 57?
That's what it says.
We're on your side, hoping for a lower number.
The restaurant's owners said a cash box containing fake $100 bills, $60 in loose change, and some lost and found items had been taken.
Wait. Hold on. Slow down.
That's what it says in the story.
Why would you put fake bills in the cash register?
It was a cash box. It wasn't the cash register.
Whatever. I mean, okay.
Why would you have fake bills in any site of commerce?
I don't know. Officers found fresh footprints in the snow leading away from the restaurant to the door of the Candlewood Suites, where they reviewed surveillance video and saw a man with a gray metal box leave the building. They followed footprints from that door to some bushes, where they found the box and continued to follow the tracks to a Quality Inn hotel. There they located 25-year-old Jose Torrado, who they recognized from the surveillance video, and arrested him for burglary. I wonder if maybe somebody tried to pawn these fake $100 bills off on the restaurant.
Well, this is the much lesser known Footprints in the Snow poem.
Footprints in the sand.
In the sand.
When there was two footprints.
That's when, what was it that Jose was carrying me during the robbery? Yes, that's right.
Yes, of course.
That's exactly right.
Well, there is the song Footprints in the Snow.
There is?
Yeah. The
what?
Bill Monroe, bluegrass classic.
Bill Monroe? Bill Monroe?
You know that Bill Monroe's name
Thank you, Willie.
is actually William? That's a fake Bill. Can you believe that?
It all ties in. Yeah.
I trade the little footprints in the snow.
You ever heard this?
I love Bill Monroe.
Very first interview.
That happy day.
Baby broadcaster.
Nearly lost your way, but I found her when the snow lit on the ground.
Wow. There you go, Mr. Monroe.
You know how to look for Will Smith in the snow, right, Tom?
How?
You search for the Fresh Prince.
I was worried about that joke.
Josh?
Sorry. Didn't get the chuckle it was due because I thought there might be a different, different component to the.
I see.
Josh, I'm going to talk to you in the hallway. I might buy that joke off you. I love that joke.
I did not write that.
Okay. That's great.
Weird Al wrote that.
Look for the Fresh Prince.
Do you know how you find Edgar Winter, the great musician in the snow?
You can't.
You don't. Thank you, Christy.
Look for the pink eyes.
The pink ice.
That's for those of you who weren't uncomfortable with the Will Smith and snow.
A Long Island man has been arrested after allegedly stealing a mini snow plow and crashing it into a Target store. According to Suffolk County Police,
what?
Justin Shuffle stole a 2010 Bobcat skid loader from an eBay Shore shopping center. That's not eBay. From a Bay Shore shopping center on
Steal
Christmas
the snow
morning.
Plow and do the Justin Shuffle.
He then crashed the Bobcat through the front doors of a nearby Target.
Bullseye.
Once Shuffle was inside, he stole a coat and several gift cards before police caught him in the retailer's electronics section.
Several gift cards.
Yeah, this was Christmas morning.
Wow.
Talk about last minute shopping.
Talk about a doorbuster. You drive a plow through the door.
Wow. The 33-year-old now has pleaded not guilty to burglary and larceny charges.
Not guilty?
Yeah.
They got him on a video driving the thing through the doors.
Hey, just because you did it doesn't mean you're guilty.
Oh, man.
Everything is on camera. I had something funny happen to me the other day. I was over at my son's house, and a friend of mine and I were assessing a situation involving some
oven
construction. Yes, you heard about the oven thing.
You told us.
Yes,
Were you
told
heckling?
us.
Were you heckling someone?
You're getting Sam a new oven, and
we were measuring stuff, et cetera, et cetera. Then when we left, and Mark calls me a couple hours later, and he goes, I think I left my notebook. It must have fallen out. It must be in Sam's driveway or something. And so I call up Sam and say, hey, go look in your driveway. And he goes out there and he's looking around. Can't find the notebook. Calls me 20 minutes later and he goes, well, Mark had it in the truck. I watched the video.
Oh.
Just went back and so it's
sure.
gotten to the point where just everything is on tape.
Did Mark find it?
Yes, he did. He went back and looked in his truck and it was
So
in there,
not only you, but all of your friends are doddering idiots. Is that right?
Well, I think the point is that
I lost it in my truck.
this guy's going to plead not guilty and they're going to go, Your Honor, could we roll the video, please?
Yeah.
Probably had something going on there. Merry Christmas, buddy. Okay, what else you got, Christy?
A Florida fire department responding to their last call of 2020 put out a dumpster fire, an actual dumpster fire. The Brevard County Fire Rescue tweeted Friday, the last fire of the year for BCFR and Station 48 kind of sums up 2020. The tweet included a photo of the flaming dumpster as well as a photo of the crew posing in front of the dumpster after putting the blaze out. The department added wishing for a better and prosperous 2021 for Brevard County.
Yeah, very appropriate.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. The year that Old Lang Syne ends with "and the horse you rode in on." Can we make that rhyme? I don't know. Okay. What else?
A suspect fleeing from police in Utah was found in a clothes dryer. KUTV.
We're on your side.
What's it again?
You heard me.
They haven't gone national yet?
No, and I'm not going back. The Ogden Metro Gang Task Force was searching for Damian Mestis December 11th when he allegedly sped off, leading officers on a high-speed chase through Ogden. According to police, Mr. Mestis drove through a fence and over two large boulders during the 20-minute chase, and it was not until a few hours later he was found hiding in a clothes dryer inside a home.
It's not easy to get into.
Oh, not a big guy, I bet.
Yeah.
Also, he's lucky that
It was a laundry
do
day.
some laundry.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot to do some towels in earlier. Got to run those.
Hey, he'd shrink.
Yeah, you could.
Anybody separate the colors or anything? Yeah. Okay, never
separated. I was going to do a delicates joke, maybe.
Yeah, I've kind of ruined that for all.
Do you know how you find Will Smith in the laundry?
You look for them.
Well, you sort out the whites.
That's right. Whatever's left is Will Smith.
Okay. Wow. So wait a minute. So this guy's running from the police.
Yes.
He's got to be tiny.
I know. That's what I
to
just
fit
said.
into a dryer.
I don't even think I could fit into a dryer.
Among the many reasons I'm not a criminal is I'd worry myself to death.
Yeah, exactly.
I couldn't take it. People chasing me.
I'd give up so fast.
How could you go to sleep and knock at the door? Come on.
Now,
No
okay,
way, man.
So I Googled this, and I didn't find that one, but I found this one. 3 men had to rescue a teenager caught in a tumble dryer. There were 3 of them. Oh, my gosh.
That had to have been in one dryer.
Yes, his 3 young men, all believed to be in their late teens, were stuck in an industrial-sized dryer.
Wait a minute. Didn't you take a dryer ride one time?
I did.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
I don't recommend
I see.
it.
So the 3 climbed in. Only 2 of them were able to get out.
Hey, let me ask you something. Does this work if you take a bounce dryer sheet and wipe it on your legs and your sweatpants won't stick?
Yes.
Static. That works?
Yes.
It really does? Okay, I'm going to try that.
It will.
My sweatpants have been sticking to my leg. And I think
Absolutely.
It's static cling, Tom. I'm very hairy legs. And
dryer area.
Have I lost everyone listening and everyone in the room?
I have another fun little dryer sheet hack.
Oh, okay.
You put one of those bad boys on the end of a toilet paper roll, a little rubber band, and then you're not going to get in trouble in your dorm room. You exhale through that. You guys never did that? It's called a sploof. No one ever did that here?
That's
a sploof?
Yeah.
That's just good planning.
You can also stick them in tennis shoes, and they'll apparently soak up the odor.
I have never had a problem with foot odor. Josh,
Same
your
here.
thoughts? Yeah.
And I look like a man who has trouble with foot odor.
But I'm sure I'd imagine your sweatpants are probably fairly
Static cling?
You might be
sticky.
disappointed to know I don't own sweatpants.
What?
What do you lounge
Josh,
in
you
the
and I
house?
have that in common.
My boxers.
I bet you I have 25 pair of sweatpants.
I bet Ace, you have what, 50?
No, probably 6.
That's all you ever wear is sweatpants.
6.
He does a lot of laundry.
Okay, all right.
Get you. Oh, he does the Will Smith laundry. Never mind.
Okay.
Keep going back.
Yeah. Whatever's left is Ace.
I left laundry in the wash overnight. I just remembered.
Okay, very good to know. These are all very important facts. I'm certainly glad
It's going to get all mildewy.
Hi, welcome to the end of our show. We're just going to blurt out stuff in our personal life.
So we call this segment 3 Men and a Dryer.
That was the show today. Not good, but I finished my shopping list. So
And I remembered where I put that thing that I lost at the house. Yeah, other than that,
Josh, you and I are together. I don't wear sweatpants. I don't own any sweatpants.
How do you people exist without sweatpants?
What do you lounge around in at home?
Yes.
So, Chick, he tainted me. I didn't have sweatpants for the longest time. Within the last few months, I'm a sweatpants well now. I'm lounging. If I'm not here, and sometimes when I'm here, I wear the sweatpants.
Darn right. I've worn my sweatpants in here. I might do it Monday.
Chick, do you have any sneaky sweatpants? Sweatpants that almost look like slacks?
I do. I have sneaky sweatpants.
I have a pair that look like suit pants. I wear them for show.
Unless you get close, you can't tell.
Do they have a back pocket?
Yes, they have a back pocket.
With a zipper that says no to pickpockets.
I would wear them for sketch shows, and no one would notice. It looks like I was wearing proper pants, and I was comfy as a little...
There you go.
Not for me.
Snug as a bug in a rug.
Oh, my gosh.
Who was it that said famously? Oh, I think it was our friend Nick Griffin.
What?
Sweatpants... Sort of, when someone wears sweatpants, it just sort of says failure. Okay.
I don't think so. Not, especially not anymore.
Coming up, it's Chick McGee, who's way over 500 on his sports picks against the spread this season.
Oh, yeah.
Will be once again revealing.
No need to watch the games. I'll tell you what's going to happen.
those NFL picks. And you can listen even if you're wearing your failure slacks. Failure slacks, is that the word? Failure slacks. Okay, this is the Bob and Tom Show.
Everything about the show is at bobandtom.com. Check it out now. State law.
Listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
You're so weird.
You have no idea.
Essential Morning Radio. This is Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hey, what are you guys doing here? Hey, what are you doing here? Hey, I know what I'm doing here. Listening to the Bob and Tom Show on a Friday, January 8th. Glad you could be here with us. Skating at full strength. Always fun. Always a lot of fun on a Friday. And we're glad you could be here with us. And we'll have lots more fun coming up right after this on Bob and Tom 24/7. Thanks for joining us, everybody.
Hi, everybody. Christy Lee from the Navy Federal Credit Union News Desk. New research suggests the COVID-19 vaccine made by Pfizer and BioNTech can still work against a mutated coronavirus. Two highly contagious new variants of the virus have the world on edge. One was first discovered in Britain, the other in South Africa, but they share one common mutation. Pfizer researchers say laboratory testing shows that mutation does not block their vaccine. A city in northern China is offering rewards of $77 for anyone who reports on a resident who's not taken a coronavirus test. The offer from the government and Ningong comes as millions in the city and the surrounding province of Hebei are being tested as part of an effort to control China's most serious recent outbreak of infections. China has largely controlled local transmission of the virus through the use of measures considered extreme and highly intrusive by some, including lockdowns of entire cities, close electronic monitoring of people's movements, and bans on traveling to and from parts of the country. Speaking of Asia, Asian shares are mostly higher on hopes for additional economic stimulus after the United States Congress confirmed Joe Biden as winner of the presidential election. South Korean and Australian shares also rose. Wall Street rallied to more record highs as investors hope the Democratic sweep of Washington means help is likely for American businesses. And that's your news. I'm Christy Lee. More of the Bob and Tom Show coming up.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
I could read some of the meanest things that you've ever said to me.
Oh, we have to hear that.
We must hear this.
It's only two things, but they're good. One is a classic. It's "Damn it, Willie, you're ruining Christmas." Everybody loves.
And he said that in all earnestness.
All earnestness.
Yeah. What were you doing?
One, like for something as small as opening a stocking present out of line. Yeah, God damn it, you're ruining. Or damn it, you're ruining.
Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Good morning, sunshine. To the max, there's bologna in our
Bob and Tom 24/7, 24/7, 24/7, 24/7.
Friday, 8 p.m.
Hi, excuse me. I'm having a dinner party and I've run out of coffee. Might I borrow some?
Sure. Here you go.
A few minutes later.
Excuse me. Could I trouble you again for some more coffee?
I just gave you some 10 minutes ago.
I know, but my guests are really big coffee drinkers.
Okay, here you go.
Thanks. Do you mind if I ask you a question?
What?
Do you live here alone?
Yeah, why?
Shortly thereafter.
You again?
I need more coffee.
It's impossible.
Okay, but it is possible that you want me.
No. Good night.
2 minutes after that.
Go away.
Stalker's Choice Coffee. The coffee is so good, he'll come back again and again and again.
coffee. More coffee.
Go away.
Need some coffee.
I'm going to call the police.
You want it so bad.
I'm calling 911.
You want it so bad.
Stalker's Choice Coffee. Share some with a neighbor. Stalker's Choice. It's what obsessive-compulsive relationships are made of.
Hi, this is Dr. Will Miller, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7, which begs the question, why do you need Bob and Tom 24/7?
Well, internet porn.
Oh.
Well, there's
photography. You know, people don't go, photography. People don't go to porn shops anymore.
No?
Because of the internet.
Oh, that's
But I think you miss out on the social aspect.
Is there a social aspect to that?
Yeah, well, you avoid eye contact. Try to hide your titles. Tranny. Oh, no, I was working on my car. The other day, though, I was watching gay porn.
Uh-oh.
No, wait, I'm sorry. I was watching pro wrestling.
You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7. Essential Morning Radio. This is Bob and Tom 24/7, 24/7, 24/7.
Chicken Wing Willie.
Oh, you have no idea.
Chicken Wing Willie. Chicken Wing Willie.
What are your go-to snacks for football day?
Chicken wings. Chicken wings, pizza, burgers. I mean, come on. We're on the fun time food.
All right.
Josh?
Similar, yeah. Yeah, definitely those things.
Buffalo chicken dip, that kind of thing.
Yep.
Do you have a secret snack, Josh? Anything we'd be quite surprised that?
You would be quite surprised at how many vegetables I eat and fruit. You would be.
Okay.
You wouldn't care to know.
No, I'm just asking.
So yesterday I had some of the greatest cantaloupe of the year.
No kidding.
And I'm including 2020 of it. It was perfect.
Does the ranch dressing cut into the sweetness?
It creates a nice counterbalance. You
like a nice melon? Like a nice melon.
Christy,
Wrap that in
funny?
bacon.
I brought a charcuterie board to the guys that I watch football with one time.
Yes.
And they made fun of me for a little bit, but then everybody was right on board.
Sure.
Charcuterie boards, fellas, it sounds fancy. It's just meat and cheese, and they're all delicious.
Crackers, throw some berries on there. You got it made.
Prosciutto.
Little cup of cold, little salami, little provolone.
Well, now we have as I mentioned, the shoe-in of the week.
Tom, do you ever sit in a recliner with a bowl of chips watching TV or a game? Ever?
You don't have a recliner.
Drinking a beer.
Yeah.
I don't have a recliner, Christy.
Oh, you don't?
No.
How do you put your feet up when you watch TV?
I just put them on one of the dogs.
Oh, that's nice, yeah. Walking ottomans.
Yeah, good job. Sounds
Do you have
great.
an ottoman?
Do you have a chair that you sit and watch television in? I don't think you do you?
No, not really.
Well, where do you watch TV?
What a weirdo.
He watches TV
In the kitchen,
audio while
kitchen
he's doing the
standing
dishes.
up, or
Oh, my
in the
God.
bedroom lying down.
Do you ever relax?
Sure.
Ever?
How many days a week do you fall asleep with a magazine or newspaper on your face?
0. Everything's on the phone now.
Oh, okay. So you just fall asleep and you wake up and your phone's on your
right.
chest.
Yeah, but
Boy, there's nothing like dropping your phone on your face, is there?
When it's kind of high.
Fall asleep, just drop it.
do you use your phone as your alarm?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, I do.
Okay.
You know,
Do
some
you?
people have to set like 7 or 8 different alarms.
I do too.
You do?
No,
Yeah.
I don't. No, not at all.
No, yeah, I'm up.
I wake up before my alarm almost every day.
I don't use one.
Every day. Oh,
Well, you don't sleep,
He's like
Ace.
Kramer in Seinfeld. He can set his internal alarm.
Yeah.
Wake right up.
Just wake up screaming.
And I will say this, Ace, you're never late.
Thank you.
Ever. You're one of the first people here. I always see you when you come here, and I always think if you're like 10 minutes late, I'm going to call the cops. So
Why's that, Tom?
Bring a body bag.
Oh, my goodness.
I'm just saying.
You know what? It wasn't the
You
bring a body
jumped
bag
to-
remark. It was the chuckling at the end. Bring a body bag.
No, I mean,
That's
just
probably.
You don't jump to a flat tire or he overslept.
Why
or
don't you just say, hey,
he
Ace,
just jumps to death.
you're a great friend and you're really consistent. That's all you got to say.
That's all you got to say.
No, Ace is always. I mean, there's a routine here. Everyone pretty much arrives more or less the same time.
Sure.
Yeah.
And then Josh, periodically makes it here in time. But typically, he wanders in, looking around like he's never been in the room before. Snacks? Anywhere?
Snacks! First thing.
What? This isn't a porno set. It's my buffet. My God. Where are the women I have to pay to have sex with? What the hell am I doing here? This isn't the Bob Evans brothel. I'm so confused.
I was told there'd be cheese-flavored lube.
This isn't the pizza porn hub.
My God. How did I get through the door in the first place?
But I've got to say,
Josh.
speaking of consistent, so far this year,
Yes.
in the
I've already missed a day.
in the 4/5 of the times he's been here, Chick, we haven't had to move the secret thing that we moved to tell everyone when Chick's in a bad mood. So
It's not there anymore.
It's not even there anymore.
Not this week, really? Boy, you should have. I've been in a.
well, I mean, admittedly, you checked out Wednesday at. Monday you checked out at 7:30 in terms of participation, but you were at least in a fairly good mood.
Well,
You lost him now.
You think Monday at 7:30 was icy? What are you going to load to now until top of the hour?
We're out of news. We could use them. You should have been nicer.
I have some really good news.
Well, you only have 2 more people in the room to humiliate, so you might want to go on me and Ace while you can.
Okay. Well, so Ace, if you're going to be late, will you call me?
Of course.
Because I get worried. I don't want to have one of those weird things where I have to actually run that board.
Well, that'll happen.
Try it today.
Okay, I know it's a bit rough. Coming up, the shoe-in of the week. Once again, your overall record for the season, Mr. McGee?
43-31. And I pick all 6 games this weekend.
Okay, we'll find out what the answer is when we return. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, don't say we didn't warn you.
Oh, my God.
There's laughter ahead. This is Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hey, we call it Bob and Tom's Work Farce, coming up right after the Bob and Tom Show, right here on Bob and Tom 24/7. Ace Cosby will be your host. Keep the smile going all day. Keep those coworkers guessing what's making you so darn happy. It's us right here on Bob and Tom 24/7. We'll have more of the Bob and Tom Show on a Friday coming up right after this. Don't go anywhere.
Hi, everybody. Christy Lee from the Navy Federal Credit Union Entertainment News Desk. The Elvis Presley birthday celebration at Graceland will still happen today, and it will stream online as usual. There just will be fewer people in person. Local officials in Memphis will mark Presley's 1935 birth with a proclamation and, of course, cake. Usually the event is free and open to the public, but this year it's ticketed with social distance protocols in place due to the pandemic. If you'd like, you can watch the event on Presley's official Facebook page. And it's new scientific research that may cause people to stop referring to identical twins as, well, identical. Scientists in Iceland have turned up evidence that identical twins are not exactly the same genetically. The study looked at DNA sequences from 387 pairs of identical twins, that is, those produced by a single fertilized egg, in case you forgot your biology. And the study shows the average set of identical twins have 5.2 early genetic differences, but about 15% of identical twin pairs have more genetic differences, and in some cases, as many as 100. Before now, the prevailing wisdom was that physical differences between identical twins were based on things like nutrition or lifestyle. Could be in the genes. And that's your news. I'm Christy Lee. More of the Bob and Tom Show on the way.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
My roommate's boyfriend is so loud when he finishes, he lets out like a Tarzan yell.
I wonder how loud she is. I hear her boyfriend's name is Tom.
You can see your son's face.
Yeah.
Which you can. All of our face.
I don't really yell when I'm done. I just go, I'm sorry, that never happened. That's the usual.
Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Bob and Tom. They put the F in professional.
Now, have you ever done a cop convention or anything?
I just did one last night.
Did you really?
Yeah, you know, and they're fun because they understand stuff that I'm talking about, you know. I always say
Unlike the normal audience.
Yeah,
Yes,
the biggest misconception people have about police is that we really care. Because don't. If you see a wreck and you can make a U-turn, you're going to do it.
Sometimes you just get stuck.
Oh, you know, you just don't want to hear it. It's always the same thing.
Want to hear it.
That's true. Every time you make a traffic stop, I ain't out catching real criminals. Well, I'll tell you the truth, lady, I'm not that good at this job. I'm trying to figure out a way to get disability without actually hurting myself. See, I was a smart aleck.
Didn't take it all that serious.
Oh, yeah.
Did you?
Oh, heck no. People would make U-turns on the expressway. I'd pull up behind them and go over my microphone and go, because it says authorized vehicles only. I'd pull up behind them and go over my microphone and go, I authorize you. I don't care. You can't be subpoenaed if your name's not on anything. That's the way I always felt about it.
Hi, this is comedian Rob Haney, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
First of all, our guest in the studio, comedian Evan Davis. But you live in L.A., so you got to have a car.
You got to have something big. I don't think that's right, man. Housewives driving expeditions. I don't think you should be able to. You should be allowed to drive something that big unless you're really going on an expedition. Like if you're picking up See's candy in a shower curtain, that's not an expedition. No, that's an errand. Yeah, you should have to take the Ford back in a second. I think they should have eye tests at the optometrist for like drivers. Like instead of reading letters off a card, they should have you cover one eye. It's like, is that a roof rack or a cop car?
My most recent marriage was a disaster. It made the wreck of the Edmunds Fitzgerald look like a fender bender.
Wow. Hello.
And you remember Lord's famous line about gun control.
Yes. The relationship taught me a lot. It taught me they won't sell you a handgun if you're crying.
With the shoe-in of the week. Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Josh, hello.
Hi there.
Mr. McGee, hello.
Hello.
Ace Cosby.
Howdy.
What'd you say?
Howdy.
Howdy.
Howdy, yeah.
It's a friendly way to say hi.
It's a greeting.
Howdy.
Back in the saddle again with Ace. Mm-hmm. This is Tom speaking. There's Willie G, Patty G, and Christy Lee is over there coming up the shoe-in of the week. But first, we have a couple things we have to squeeze in the world of random news. What have you got, Christy?
Alec Baldwin and Kim Basinger's daughter, Ireland, is showing off her boots and her booty. The 25-year-old Ireland Baldwin posted a set of Instagram photos, posing nude in nothing but a pair of Tamara Mellon Tempest over-the-knee $950 boots.
Whoa. $950, huh?
For a pair of boots? Ooh.
Wait a minute here. I think you're missing the point.
Boots are made for walking, all right.
What, that she's showing her butt, too?
She's naked, right?
Yeah.
Well,
I saw those pictures.
And?
She's naked, wearing boots.
Oh, really? Is she pretty? I can't picture her.
Ireland Baldwin's pretty. Remember, though, she was the one her dad called her a fat pig on that voicemail. Remember that day?
Yeah,
that was a long time ago.
Mm-hmm.
Did you see the pictures, Pat? You're of Irish heritage. What'd you think? Did that?
She's a very attractive
make
woman.
your shillelagh?
Yeah, it made me a little horny. Yeah.
Okay, well,
but I'm always horny.
Yeah, of course.
Aaron Dobrales, huh?
Okay.
Elon Musk in the news. He surpassed Jeff Bezos in becoming the richest person in the world.
Wow.
A recent increase in Tesla's share prices pushed Musk's net worth to over...
I was wondering. I thought that would take a little bit longer, quite honestly.
$185 billion.
Okay.
Bezos, who's been the world's richest person since 2017, is currently worth only a meager $184 billion. Come on. Tesla CEO had started 2020 with a net worth of about $27 billion. He had a hell of a year.
It's not now more than $185 billion.
Yeah.
Yikes. Okay, well.
Man. And he still gets PayPal money, I think, and yeah.
Well, everyone's struggling right now, Josh, so things are hard for everybody. This affects all of us. And
this doesn't make his penis any longer or doesn't give Jeff Bezos any more hair.
No, that's
Look at
true.
it that way.
I don't think they care either.
Money doesn't make you happy.
Well, Josh, I don't think they care about anything or anyone.
Well... I
let's
admire your sincere efforts.
Yes.
But money doesn't buy happiness. Is that what we're going with?
Doesn't buy a full head of hair for Jeff Bezos.
All right.
Again,
don't you think he'd rather look like Mo Howard?
I don't think he cares.
Actually, it does. It's interesting that you're fixating on his hair, but
well,
he could with $190 billion, you could have a head graft, I think. And get a whole new head.
Yeah.
Donor head.
Or at least from the forehead back, right? I would think.
Yeah, I don't think he really cares.
Okay, I'm just saying. I'm just trying to make those as he watches the sunset with.
You think he's got
some other
problems
some homeless guy? They're both enjoying the same beauty of the world.
That's true.
The fact that he then can get into a limo in a private jet.
Yeah, that's.
But look at it. The Unabomber has a better head of hair than Jeff Bezos. What do you think?
Bezos couldn't afford a hitman for his wife who took half of his stuff. You didn't want to pay the $20,000 and knock her off?
That's a lot of money.
Isn't it worth it?
But he's still worth $184 billion and lost half of it. Think about that.
Yeah, I know. So you kill her.
No, you don't.
Wait a minute.
He
hold
had
it.
an affair.
I think
and
that we
left
should
her.
explore this topic.
We're just fair. It's just being fair. Is all
And
it is.
Bezos, he could take half his net worth and buy a Tesla. So good for him.
Here's a story that we had that we haven't gotten to in a couple of weeks that I found interesting. A TikTok user is going viral for guessing people's heights. Kenyon Lee receives challenges from other users and uses items in their videos like a coffee cup or a microwave to estimate the person's measurements that he then plugs in to a series of mathematical equations to calculate the person's height.
Oh, so he doesn't just immediately go, that person's 6'2". He
No.
has to plug it into a thing?
No, he's looking at a picture of him, I assume, and there's some object that gives him a sense of scale.
This is no skill at all.
The 18-year-old from Memphis.
What about Dinklage? He couldn't tell. Yeah, Dinklage looks normal.
That's it, Chick. Yep, you got it. That's the word you want to say.
Well done.
You hit it. You did it
No,
perfect.
I mean, the idea would be he would take some object and if there's a cell phone there, that'll help him with the scale, and he's got to determine the distance from the phone.
This is all computer
The 18-year-old Mr. Kenyon, majoring in engineering, said his accuracy is about 80 to 85%.
The computer's accuracy.
But he's improving as he takes on more challenges.
No one likes you.
So he can get a job at a state fair near you.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. That's kind of cool.
Yeah, I think it's interesting.
Sort of fun.
Way to
Did you ever try to get the guy to guess your
height or weight?
Height or
No.
weight or age?
I walked up and the guy quit immediately.
I don't think
I can't do this anymore.
I don't get paid enough for this guy.
I don't think that's true at all.
This is a summer job, not a career.
Are we ready? Do we have our? We're getting ready here. As I promised, the famous Napa Auto Parts presents the Chick McGee Shoe-In of the Week is on the way, and I believe we have our grandmother on the phone.
Oh, it's the Super Wild Card Weekend. 3 games both days, Saturday and Sunday. Here we go. It makes life worth living. The National Football League.
And Chick McGee, you are about to take on a grandmother. And so far in the season, you are way above 500 against the spread. You want to give me the info?
43-31. Okay. Against the spread.
Now, joining us once again in a repeat performance, it's Nancy from Potsdam, New York. Nancy, can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Oh, it's great talking to you again. How old are you again? I remember it was...
I'm 80 years old. Oh, my God. Can you believe it?
That's
I
good
thought
for
we
you.
swore we'd never talk to her again.
Hey, that's not nice.
No, it isn't.
Nancy
Josh
did-
is on probation.
Nancy did so well that we brought her back. And
There you go. You know a good thing when you see it.
That's
Or
right.
hear it.
Exactly right.
Here,
Yeah. There you
Okay.
go.
Now, Nancy, I assume that you're a Buffalo Bills fan.
Well, my son is big-time Buffalo Bill, so I guess I must be, too.
Okay. Oh, and what would your pick be if it were just you?
Well, I like Buffalo. My daughter went to school out there. You will. She's a physical therapist, and so we had a lot to do with them for a long time. So
Good.
here we are.
Buffalo will be hosting the Colts.
What's the temperature there in Potsdam? Is it
Oh,
snowy?
it's colder than hell. It's about, 17 below, I think.
What's the language there, potty mouth?
What? Are you kidding me, Nancy? 17 below? Wow.
Yeah, but we've had a really mild winter. We've got about 2 inches of snow, and that's it.
Your daughter's a physical therapist. I pulled a groin muscle. Do you think she could help me out with that?
Come on.
Yeah, that's it. It's fake laughter. I can hear you, Nancy. I don't blame you.
She could do anything, but I'm not sure she'd do that.
Well,
it's not what I heard.
All right. Well, let's save the Bills. We'll save the Bills game for last. How's that sound?
It is 16 degrees currently in Potsdam, New York.
Let's say the Cleveland Browns are at the Pittsburgh Steelers. That's sort of nearby there.
Yeah, right.
Cleveland is getting 6 in Pittsburgh. Who do you like, Nancy? The Steelers or the Brownies?
Oh, geez. I guess I'll go with the Steelers.
All right. Okay, Nancy. All right. I say the Steelers are going to win, but I think Cleveland's going to keep it close. I like Cleveland plus the 6.
Oh, my God.
There you go. All right. The Chicago Bears visit the New Orleans Saints, and the Bears are getting 10. I believe that's a touchdown and a field goal. You can check my math if they make the extra point. Who do you like, New Orleans or the Chicago Bears?
Oh, I like New Orleans.
New Orleans.
It's just a really great place to go, yeah.
Oh, you've been?
Oh, yeah, you can have a great time.
You ever flash a live crowd there in New Orleans?
Get any beads?
Ever get your beads there, Nancy?
Oh, of course you got beads. Everybody gets beads.
Oh, not everybody.
She's right. I like New Orleans minus the 10 in that one, Tom. There you go. Tennessee hosting the Baltimore Ravens and Lamar Jackson, who has had trouble in the playoffs in the past. Who do you like, Baltimore or Tennessee?
Well, we're thinking about moving to Tennessee, but I like Baltimore because I have relatives there. How's that?
All right.
Good enough reason for me.
As good a reason as any.
Yeah.
But it's wrong. I'll take Tennessee plus the 4 versus Baltimore. I think Ravens win by field goal. Okay. Washington football team hosting the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Ladies and gentlemen, your NFC East champs for 2020. The 7-9 Washington football team. They're getting 9 at home. Who do you like, Tom Brady and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers or Chase Young and that Washington football team?
Who does not love Tom Brady? I'll go with him. Yeah.
Well, a lot of people, actually.
Too bad he's got a wife and 17 kids.
He's not Phillip Rivers, man.
I think Tampa Bay is going to win, but I pray it's a close game. I'll take Washington plus the 9, Tom. And Seattle hosting the Los Angeles Rams. Rams getting 4 in the Emerald City. Who do you like, Seattle or the Los Angeles Rams?
Boy, that's tough because I don't like either one of them. How about the 49ers? Are they in there anywhere?
Well, no, but they're in California. Like the Rams, is that close enough?
Oh, there you go. That makes sense.
I'll take Seattle.
All right, Seattle. Okay, I'll take LA plus 4. I think the Seahawks win, but the Rams keep it close. And finally, the Buffalo Bills and Josh Allen and all those and Stephon Diggs and those guys host the Indianapolis Colts. The Colts getting 6. Who do you like, Buffalo or Indianapolis?
I got to go with Buffalo. Absolutely.
Yep. Okay. If the Colts certainly could win, but if that happens, it'll be close. That's my reasoning.
Now, do I get a prize for this?
I'll take the Bills minus the 6. I think you're going to become a regular staff member. That's
I think so too.
I buy you dinner. I take you out to a nice restaurant.
Oh, there you go.
There's no damn restaurants open for crying out loud.
Oh, you know what, Nancy? I'll have you over to my place and I'll cook for you. I'll make your
there you go.
I'll make your favorite meal. What would that be?
Oh, I'm pretty good on prime rib.
Oh, okay. All right. Hot dogs it is.
Still medium rare.
Oh, Lord.
Oh, wow.
So good to talk to you again.
What are you going to do today, Nancy? You going to watch TV? You got like shows there? What's your favorite shows on television?
You know what? I'm a news thing. I like. I used to like Fox News, but to hell with them now. I'm going with Newsmax.
Oh, okay. All right.
Okay.
I'd like to take my question back.
Did you have a nice holiday, Nancy?
Oh, yeah. How was Christmas?
We had a really nice holiday. Everybody was online for like 14 months, and we got more crap than we could open. It was really unreal.
Oh, that's
the kids
fun.
got a lot of great stuff. Yeah, it was good.
Sounds like fun.
Who's your celebrity crush, Nancy?
Celebrity crush? I don't like celebrities. They're so full of crap.
Fair enough.
I don't think I have one. No.
All right. Well.
Okay. Well, do you have a cocktail that you like?
Is there
cocktails? Yeah.
Which
I
one?
like gin.
Gin.
We've been doing schnapps and soda lately. That's pretty good.
Wow.
Ooh.
What flavor schnapps?
Oh, schnapps and
Peppermint
soda.
schnapps.
Peppermint
Did you
and
ever try it? Yeah, peppermint schnapps and soda. Ooh,
I had
really
quite a
good.
night with. I'm not lying with peppermint schnapps. Yeah.
Well, as I recall, you enjoyed it because as you were vomiting, it tasted like mouthwash.
You can't, you don't get drunk on it. You just gotta mellow out a little.
Yeah.
You can get drunk on it.
Yeah, you can, but you shouldn't. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
all right.
That's quite the hangover.
You were Joshua? You were swabbing the floor with your underwear. Rough night. Okay, Nancy. Well, good luck with your picks, Nancy. Thanks for joining us again.
Have a wonderful 2021.
What?
I said have a wonderful 2021.
Oh, I thought you said they were going to win by 21.
No.
Wow.
Well,
I will. And you
Okay.
guys have a good 21, and hopefully everything is better than the last one. So
There you go.
let's hope it gets better.
All right.
So too. Thank you,
Thanks, Nancy.
Bye, Nancy.
Thanks, guys.
Okay, now we have a very unusual story. I know, Josh, one of your favorite stories of all time was the story about the talking dolphins.
The orca whales?
Yeah, remember in the
They were beluga whales, weren't they?
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
whatever they were, they some scientists.
One of my all-time favorites.
Ugh.
It kind of reminded me of the thing where you look up in the sky and there's a bunch of random stars and someone goes, "Oh yeah, I can see there's a guy on a horse with a bow and arrow." And I never figured that out. But these sounds.
You wanted an actual cartoon in the sky, didn't you?
Well, I always think that was kind of a stretch.
Some were, definitely.
Yeah, but this is a story about animal sounds that I think is kind of unusual, Christy.
Scientists are stumped as to why seals in Antarctica are making Star Wars noises at each other. Lead study author Paul Chico said the Weddell seals, their calls create an almost unbelievable otherworldly soundscape under the ice. It really sounds like you're in the middle of a space battle in Star Wars, laser beams and all. The strange sounds are inaudible to human ears, but researchers, used an underwater microphone to record the calls.
They're under the ice, Josh, but they put an underwater mic and they can hear these seals making these Star Wars sounds.
So we're just going to have to take their word for it.
Could have made them up.
Well, I think it just shows the pervasive nature of Disney Plus.
I love this sort of stuff, though. Music from animals. I mean, my favorite record's always been Pet Sounds. You know, it's great stuff.
Very good.
Very good. I know he's your son, but come on.
No, I meant the album Pet Sounds.
Oh, yeah.
It was a fine joke. We're running out of news stories. We're talking about Star Wars noises in the ocean.
Didn't Lucas say that Chewbacca's sound was some seal or something, I thought? Isn't that right?
Oh, did he really? I don't know.
I know that thing is a
guy wire on the tower.
A guy hitting a guy wire, yeah.
Yeah.
So, but
is
apparently,
it guy wire or guide wire?
Guy. It's guy.
It's guy.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now, well, in honor, I guess, and since we brought up Star Wars, I think in honor of Star Wars, one of the classics. I will tell you right now, the key to this piece is this was one take. Okay, that's all you need to know. And ad lib.
It was improvised.
Yeah, here you go.
Time now for the guy who would rather watch Star Wars than have sex.
Hey, babe. I was talking to the girls over at Delta Gamma, and they were thinking you and I should drop by and have a little fun.
Hold on 1 second. This is the best part. Vader's got Luke cornered.
Come on, honey. Why don't you corner me in the DG house? There's a sorority full of girls just dying to feel your force.
Oh, wow. Just look at the way Vader swings his lightsaber. Wait. Luke's about to get his hand cut off.
You know, we'd really like to see the way you swing your lightsaber. I told all the girls about it.
Dude, here it comes. Vader's gonna tell Luke he's his father. That's not true. That's impossible. Come to the dark side, Luke.
Baby, you can come to the dark side if you want right now.
I'll never turn to the dark side. I'm Luke Skywalker.
Fine, forget it. You're more like Luke Skywhacker. Enjoy going Han Solo tonight, dork.
Those are two separate characters, and actually it's pronounced Han, not Han. See, Han was actually a Corellian orphan who became a smuggler, and Luke was the son of Anakin who became a Jedi.
All right, that's enough. This has been the guy who would rather watch Star Wars than have sex.
So sad.
One take. Just it came right out of him. Okay,
yeah, he loves the Star Wars.
Thank you very much. Now, I want to get a hold of those seal sounds.
Yeah, I'd love to hear them.
I'd like to hear what they sound like, too.
Well, but didn't you say that you can't hear them?
Well, they recorded them with an underwater
they're under
microphone.
the ice.
You can't hear them if you're standing on the ice.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know if the human ear could hear them if you were swimming under the ice.
You'd be frozen.
How can a microphone?
Well, you could hear them before you lost consciousness.
Yeah, exactly.
Away due to the hypothermia.
For trying to claw your way through screaming.
That's a bad way to go.
That is a bad way to go.
Oh, I could wait for global warming to melt this ice cap. It's going to be a while.
When we come back, will we have some history?
Yes, I think we will.
Yeah.
We're coming back?
Yeah.
After this?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Okay. Now, once again, your shoo-in of the week so far this season.
43 and 31.
Good.
He was on a roll last week, 4-0.
And I forgot to ask you, I don't smell it.
What are you smelling?
What was that?
I'm not double shocking because there's 6 games. I can't.
That's a lot of games.
You're not going to. I was certain that you would. Of your picks, there were some that you would think were so good you would double your bet.
But no, I don't. No, I don't. I'm not confident of any of these.
Really?
Tom,
let him double when there's only a couple games to do.
It's a wild card weekend.
Okay.
You don't know what's going to happen.
I just thought you might be doubling a couple of your bets.
Yeah, it's wild.
When we come back, we'll see if you change your mind. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Keep us with you at all times. Get the Bob and Tom app now at your app store. State law.
Bob and Tom. Well-meaning, but
yeah, they're all messed up.
More than slightly confused.
Nah, you can't leave now. State law. You got to tune in till the end of the Bob and Tom Show, which is coming up later this hour. But before we get to that, don't forget, treat yourself at the bobandtomstore.com. Open for business, T-shirts, hoodies, canned koozies, and more. Got a Bob and Tom fan in your life? Boom. Head to bobandtomstore.com. Gift done. Head on over, bobandtomstore.com.
I'm Chick McGee with your Bob and Tom Sports Update. Cleveland Browns have placed safety Rodney Harrison on the COVID reserve list as they await permission from the NFL to practice for their first playoff game in 18 years. Harrison is the latest on the list for Cleveland, who will be without Coach Kevin Stefanski against the Steelers in Pittsburgh after he tested positive with the virus. NFL Chief Medical Officer Dr. Alan Sills says there has been some spread amongst the Browns players. And the Montreal Canadiens in the NHL will be able to play home games despite the Quebec government's imposition of a curfew aimed at curbing COVID in the province. Quebec's premier says the new measures will take effect on Saturday and remain in place until at least February 8th. And in college basketball last night, top-ranked Gonzaga opened on a 23-2 run and improved to 11-0 by beating BYU 86-69. I'm Chick McGee, and that's your Bob and Tom Sports Update.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
After talking with a group of massage parlor operators who urged the authorities to reopen their venues as soon as possible due to economic pain, Mr. Faris...
As the eye can see.
It's better. Faris Karasanar Awiwong.
No, you're pronouncing it wrong.
Awiwong.
Here's how you pronounce it. I looked this guy's up. It's Karasanar Awiwong.
Karis there. Wing wing. Walla walla wing wong.
Did I get it right?
Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Good morning, sunshine.
Bob and Tom 24/7, 24/7, 24/7.
The Bob and Tom Show now presents the Law Minute with ex-attorney Jack Thomas.
Hello again, everybody. This is ex-attorney Jack Thomas. You know, I got a lot of mail here at the ex-law office, and today, let's open a letter. Well, this comes from young Davey Radonovich of Kokomo, Indiana. He asks, what is the difference between slander and libel? What kind of idiotic, stupid question is that? What kind of little pea-brain moron would write me? I think if I were you, little Davy, I'd worry more about inbreeding than I would about the law. Davy, that was slander. If I would have written it down, it would have been libel.
This has been the Law Minute with ex-attorney Jack Thomas.
Remember, ladies and gentlemen, the law is your friend. It's the lawyers you have to watch out for. And remember this, the preceding has been a joke, not legal advice. Learn to know the difference.
Hi, this is Bob and Tom 24/7. My name is Jim Gaffigan. I have to go and, well, I just had a so you know where I'm going.
We were talking about something earlier, which is when you're on a plane. And thank you very much. Coming up, your shot at some serious cash on the way. So pay close attention to Q95. You could be a winner. I'm talking about $1,000 multiple occasions today. So pay close attention. Once again, I'll also remind you that Christy Lee has an update on the weather forecast.
Yeah. Music. I'm into the music, so I had to kind of take them off and be polite, and it was very awkward.
I'll bet.
Yeah. That's quite an invasion, I think.
It's
you
very
never
much
tap
so.
on somebody's headset.
Yeah, no kidding. Plane's on fire, sir. Oh, okay. That's your personal space. No one's supposed to be in there.
So. Was it John Candy? Because it sounds like planes, trains, and automobiles.
My dogs are barking.
Where are you from, by the way?
Patterson, from Patterson, New Jersey.
Oh, sure. That's famous.
Yeah, small.
Sure.
Thugged out town. It's tiny. So small, we used to get robbed by people we knew.
That's small.
People like, stick them up. I'm like, Andre? I'm going to tell your mother, man. By the way, how is Aunt Carol? How's she doing? I'll come never forget it.
Hey, guy, it's Kid Tarmac. This is Bob and Tom 24/7. Kid Tarmac.
Wow.
They've just been going for a few days, so, hey, pretty much the way it was 4 weeks ago.
A lot of people heard it.
Everything's still.
Yeah, I heard he started doing crowd work about halfway through.
Right.
Anybody from Delaware?
Sure, Jefferson.
Yeah, 50, 60 people.
This is the joke for the landowners.
Okay.
Yeah, landowners. That's right.
Okay. 1904.
Yeah.
Pope Pius X.
Oh, he was just so much better than everyone.
1X.
Yes.
Yeah, that is kind of.
There have been a lot of Piuses.
There
but go
have.
on.
Yeah.
Why can you do Pope Pius? Why not Pope Selfish or Pope Arrogant or Pope?
Yeah.
You get to pick your Pope name, don't you?
You can pick your Pope name?
I think so. Yeah.
You ever picked one just in case they loosen up the rules a little bit?
No.
Well, that'd be. Oh, they'd be checking off a few new boxes.
But nuns change their names as well. Nuns pick a nun name.
They've changed a lot of their mind in Catholic Church. I don't think you'll see a female Pope anytime soon.
You never know.
No. But Gwen Stefani was granted an annulment by the Catholic Church.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Okay. Now,
that bothered me.
So I didn't realize this. So nuns get to pick their own name?
Uh-huh. They
So
get
like
to pick a name.
you wouldn't be Sister Christy?
No.
Sister Christy, possibly the worst lyrics of any song ever written. Anyway, Pope Pius X banned low-cut dresses in the presence of men from the church.
Oh, boy.
Really?
Oh, boy.
Yeah. Now then, of course, he was Pope Pius X. Pope Pius XXX.
Yeah, he said,
cha-cha-cha.
The shorter the better.
Bring it on, ladies.
Isn't that banning low-cut dress? Isn't that hey, they deserve it? Look what they're wearing law? What the hell?
Was that in 1904?
Yeah, it was a while back.
Because currently in Italy, if you go into a church, you have to have your shoulders completely covered.
Huh.
Yeah, I mean,
And everything else from there down, I'm assuming.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
No, just your shoulders.
Right. No,
Pantless.
What I'm saying, you can't even wear like a sleeveless shirt.
Maybe
like
because it's a religious place and perhaps a certain solemnity would be
Go
appropriate.
on.
Do they change the dress code and make a big deal out of it? That way they can get something else out of the news cycle every few years?
Hey, come on. Let's
All
not
right, 2008.
damn ourselves more.
Chick McGee.
Yeah.
Joe Gibbs retires as coach of the Washington Football Club for the second time.
Yep, that's right. Went to the playoffs. Yep.
Okay. There's a good happy birthday for you. Happy birthday, Elvis.
Oh,
Yeah. And his birthday celebration will be streamed online if you want to check that out.
Oh, sure.
Well, he won't be there.
Well, of course he won't be
Well,
there.
maybe
but
he will.
they're
We
gonna
don't know.
Where's the birthday boy?
they're gonna have cake.
He ain't
It's on
no-
Presley's official Facebook page if you want to find it.
Well, he may be deceased, but his spirit barely lives on with all of the bad Elvis
I
impersonators.
wonder what he would look like if he'd stayed alive at 80.
Well, there's a
some years old.
computer. There's a computer simulation of
Oh,
that.
is there really? Huh.
Nice full head of hair.
Okay.
He looks a little bit like Walter Matthau.
A bit?
The fortune
Does
cookie.
he?
No,
Oh,
Not in the fortune.
Stephen Hawking, born on this date in 1942. Nice movie made about him with, what was his name? Is it Eddie Redmayne?
Redmayne.
That is a good movie.
That is a good movie.
I wept like a child.
So
Did
did
you
I.
really?
I did
Oh,
too.
yes. Good, yeah.
You think it's
Yeah.
okay that Hawking always has that duck face in pictures?
Oh, no. I never
Oh, my
understood that.
gosh.
One of the smartest men in America, he couldn't tuck in those bottom teeth.
You guys are awful people.
Do something.
Bad people.
Juice.
Oh, you couldn't stare at him.
Come on.
Okay, how about this? One of my favorites, the great Robbie Krieger. Do you know who Robbie Krieger is, Josh?
I don't.
The Doors.
The guitarist for the Doors.
Okay, all right.
Great player.
Is he still alive?
Yeah,
Oh,
Robbie's
okay.
still around.
Yeah, irritatingly so.
What do you mean? He's great. What's wrong with
Maintains Jim still.
Anybody
alive.
that had
he
to put up
doesn't.
with Jim, God bless him.
I mean, playing for the Doors, impressive. Playing for the Door, not so much.
No.
Yes, you're right. Yeah, that's a different deal.
What is that?
now.
You work at a club owner convention sometime soon? What are you doing? Hey, I tell you what, you know what I'm saying? All right. Hey, how about those covers? All
David
right.
Bowie, happy birthday, David Bowie. Great musician.
Heroes.
Changes.
Eyes, two different colors. Did you know that?
Oh, I didn't know that he was, what is that called? Something chromatic?
Eskimo?
Satan?
Eskimo
No.
doll?
One, he had his
One brown, one blue?
Right, yeah.
It's usually one brown,
eyes,
one
two
blue.
different. So are his wives, by the way.
That's right. Yeah, he's right.
Yeah, well, I don't know what you're mad about.
No, nothing wrong with that.
You know, let's go back to the niche stand-up comedy jokes. Let's do check drop. Let's do that instead.
There you go.
Much better.
Oh, I like that joke.
Yeah, I had it in the chamber.
I love it.
Check drop.
Ruins the show.
Yeah. Check.
That's a route.
For those who don't know how to deal with it, it might ruin the show.
Oh, no, Josh is explain the so-called check drop when one is doing a stand-up comedy show.
So the waitresses come out and give everybody their checks, and then people are busy calculating tips and getting money out and splitting the bill, and they don't listen as well.
That's right. What'd you
So
say?
did you have a special piece that you would do then that might get them a little more engaged?
I would start talking about the check drop. Yeah. I would go, oh, well, look at this. It's hard to do comedy when everybody's doing algebra. That kind of light humor.
Isn't that what all comedians do?
Light in that it would be easy for people to hear because there was no pesky laughter.
I hate that.
Getting in the way of the premise or the punchline.
And I would often just talk about how great it was to be there, that kind of thing.
I worked with somebody that had a great line. It might have been my pal Matt Holt, but he goes, "I love the check drop because the people that don't wear glasses are suddenly wearing glasses." And I thought that was such a great line.
Yeah, that's fun. Yeah.
And these days, didn't they all take out phones and turn on the flashlight thing?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I wish I could get. Maybe could we develop an app where when you put that light on your phone, it goes.
I'll make it even that much more distracting.
Can you understand it in that sound?
How about a barking dog noise when your light comes on? How about something else? Never mind.
These are all just great ideas. Time to review what we learned on today's show.
Yeah, here it is now.
I'm with you, Josh.
As a matter of fact, I'm certain I'm stupider. There's no doubt about it.
no doubt in my mind, I'm 10 times dumber than when I walked
We
in
learned,
here today.
we learned about some kind of weird sushi made out of spam. That's what's it called again? Musubi,
Yeah.
musubi or something. I'd never heard of it.
Masubi dooby don't.
Musubi. There's a new world record for that. I found out that I bought this new charger for my iPhone and the cord won't fit in it. Because they've changed once again the.
Just learn to deal with technology, will you?
Or don't buy a new phone every time they come out.
Or buy a charger guy. Can't you hire a charger guy?
Get a flip phone.
Apple's had more orifices than Jeffrey. Never mind.
Oh, I wonder where you're going with that.
Oh, it's got to be Epstein.
There you go.
You could go Dahmer.
I can't wait till Monday. Chase Young has 9 sacks.
Chit McGee has never taken a bath in his current house.
No, and I don't see it happening.
And neither Josh nor I own or wear sweatpants.
No.
You guys are just
that's once again,
turn in your
how you
guy-
relax.
Turn in your guy.
they just shout out failure. And Grandma Nancy, all celebrities are full of crap. I don't think you can argue with that, can you?
Not really.
Okay, this is the Bob and Tom Show.
Become a Bob and Tom VIP and get your Bob and Tom fix 24/7. Get all the info in the VIP area at bobandtom.com. This is the Bob and Tom Show.